All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chib from Green Eagle Eye coming to you again to do another review. This is a slightly belated one because, quite frankly, I was out getting pissed because it was my mate's birthday yesterday. So a little bit worse for wear, so bear with me. But yeah, it's time to discuss yesterday's great game and great performance. And this hopefully should dispel the myth that I only ever do one of these shows whenever we lose. We won, and we won well, which we're going to do some positivity, right? So I've got the most positive person I know, Ozil's #1 fan.
Yeah, man.
Please come to join me. Say hello to people.
Evening. I hope everyone's good. Yeah, great win yesterday, man. And listen, people think these podcasts and these live streams and all that bollocks, they think it's all negative and it's embarrassing towards the club. Nah. I'll tell you what's embarrassing. I will start on a negative because I know we're going to go ultra positive in this. Yeah, what is embarrassing is going all the way up to Swansea to see us lose to a team that are bottom of the table. That is embarrassing, and that is why people like me and you and all the other people that have got their own YouTube channels. That's why we get the ump. Do you know what I mean? And that's why we go on a rant, because it is frustrating, man. I gave up a day and a half off work to go and watch that shit the other night. Yeah, 10-hour round trip, man. I got in at 3 a.m. Yeah, mate, I was falling asleep. Yeah, like when I typed in the postcode, yeah, it said it was 178 miles to where my car was parked. My car was parked 40 miles from my house. Oh, yeah, because I met my lift on the way there.
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, it was actually over 200 miles from my house to Swansea. And when I was getting like down to 60 miles to where my car was, I was nodding off, man. I'm like that on the motorway. I'm like, and then there was a diversion off the motorway, and yeah, it was bollocks, man. But yeah, fuck all that, man. Let's get into some positives. Fucking, that's done. That's dusted.
It's gonna be weird seeing you positive, but anyway.
Don't worry, it won't last long. We'll probably lose to Spurs, mate, and I'll be fuming again.
Oh, you're telling me, man. I just watched that game. What a game that was. Basically, let's talk about the kind of performance. I mean, there was a lot of kind of, I suppose, optimism, renewed optimism. I think the phrases going into yesterday's game. I think during my preview, I was still a little bit cautious of Everton, even though we've got quite a good record against Everton at home, at least anyway. And obviously, we beat them 5-2 away and won, and that was our best performance until yesterday of the season. What was your overall feeling going into yesterday's game? And seeing the starting lineup as well.
I'll come on to the starting lineup in a minute, but yeah, I was looking forward to it, mate. I must admit that was after obviously Aubameyang coming in. I know we're going to get onto that shortly. Yeah, sure. Ozil signing his new contract. I've always rated him, mate. I don't know what all the
I don't know where these rumors came from, right?
Do you know what I mean? He must have been watching these streams, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, with what happened in the week, like with Aubameyang signing, Ozil signing, adding that into Mkhitaryan coming on for a little 15, 20 minutes at Swansea. I thought he was probably our best player, bar Monreal that night. And he was only on the pitch 20 minutes. So, but yeah, I was actually genuinely excited going to the Emirates yesterday. And that was probably the first time I've been that excited over a football match for as long as I can remember. Like I was really looking forward to it. And then like, all the way down there, I went down with a few mates and that. And all the way down there, we're like, is he going to play him? Is he going to start Aubameyang? Like, we're all like working out these formations he could play and the starting 11s. And then we get to the ground and like went in and got some food and stuff like that. And everyone was buzzing, man. I could hear conversations around me. Everyone was like, oh, so looking forward to today. Yeah, and then we see the starting 11 and we're like, oh, wow, he's actually starting him, yeah? And like that just lifted everyone even more.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit sorry for Lacazette, though, man. Like, I know he's not been in great form, but he hasn't had great service either. So I felt a little bit sorry for him. But I suppose looking at it now, it'll probably do him a favour getting put on the bench, because then that gives him a little rest. And he has played, I know he's not played a full 90 minutes regular, but he has been involved in nearly every game in the league.
Let's jump into the Lacazette conundrum, because that was one thing I legitimately wanted to know your opinion on. Normally, we speak a lot offline and on WhatsApp and stuff like that. And I deliberately haven't really touched on this Lacazette thing because I actually legitimately want to know your opinion on the whole Lacazette problem, because I predicted literally from the moment we were linked with Aubameyang that this could be bad news for Lacazette, because I felt like Lacazette would be the fall guy. I don't see Wenger ever playing two strikers who are very, very similar together. And so it's proven to be. You know, the first opportunity he got, he dropped Lacazette. From what I understand, he's offered Lacazette no assurances that he'll start. I mean, surely now we're going to really see what Lacazette is made out of in terms of character, because this is either going to make him or break him, right?
I see it different, man. I'll be honest. I see it completely different. Like, first off, let's be real. Lacazette didn't even want to come here. He was a done deal to Atletico. Yeah. And it was only the fact that they got a transfer ban that deal had to be pulled. So when we went in and matched the offer that Atletico put in, then obviously Leon accepted it and he was on his way. And obviously he scored on his debut after a minute and a half. And we're all like, yeah, wow. And I'll be honest with you, I wanted Lacazette at this football club for the last 3 years. I think he is class, man. He's not as quick as Aubameyang, but not many players in world football are as quick as him. But I think Lacazette's brilliant, mate. And I just think that we haven't used him properly.
Agreed.
Like, we haven't played to his strengths at all. He gets frustrated and then drops into midfield to try and get the ball because he's not getting many touches on it.
Yeah.
Against Bournemouth, he just looked disinterested because every time he's trying to make a run, nobody's feeding him. Xhaka goes sideways. Bellerin squares up to go backwards every time he gets down the wing. So he's making endless runs into the box or across defenders and never getting the ball.
Yeah.
And then against Swansea, he was getting the ball, but he's getting the ball with his back to goal. Yeah, that ain't his game. Yeah, and until we change how we play to suit him, then nothing's going to change. And I think he's probably worried that, you know, Aubameyang's going to nick his spot. Yeah, but watching Aubameyang yesterday, it was the same. I don't think Aubameyang was that great yesterday. His goal was fantastic, and his movement, like over 5 yards, is just fucking unbelievable. Yeah, there was that one like where Ozil fed him down the wing, and he just peeled off to the left and was gone. He sort of stumbled on the way through. Yeah, but Lacazette does that 20 times a game. Yeah, but he don't get the ball. Yeah, so I think they're very similar types of players. The one thing I'll say is that I think Lacazette's better outside of the box than Aubameyang. Aubameyang's more of a poacher. Like most of it, I think he's only scored one goal in the Bundesliga outside the box.
Yeah, that was a free kick as well.
Exactly. Whereas Lacazette can score the 30-yard screamer and stand there giving it, what? Do you know what I mean? But I'd like to see them play together, and I think they can play together. Whether Wenger plays them together, fucking who knows, mate? What goes on in that geezer's mind, nobody knows. You know what I mean? But I think that looking at it, everyone's been calling out that we need this, we need that, we need a better striker than Giroud, we need backup, we need blah, blah, blah. Well, now we've got two top bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'd rather have Lacazette over Giroud. I'd rather have Aubameyang over Giroud. So now, if one of them is benched, when they're coming on, we're now going, wow, we've got Aubameyang coming on, we've got Lacazette. Not, we got Giroud coming on. Yeah. And I know Giroud's a completely different type of footballer, but I'd rather the quick movement, the quick mind of Aubameyang or Lacazette coming on than just hoof it in and hope Giroud wins a header type of player. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I see it. But I think they can play together, and I'd love to see them play together, man. But the only way I think they can play together is if we buy a proper defensive midfielder, because then you could go with a defensive midfielder with Jack Wilshere or Aaron Ramsey, whoever on any given day next to them, and then go with Ozil and Mkhitaryan in front of them, and then go with them two up front. But then what you could do is when we're going forward, Ozil can go out to the left wing, which he does for Germany, and Mkhitaryan can float off to the right wing. Both of them strikers can interchange with each other and drift out left or right. And then that leaves gaps for the midfielder, Jack or Ramsey, whoever, to come through the middle, like we see at the weekend yesterday. with Ramsey, Aubameyang's movement created some of his chances. Do you know what I mean? And I think we can do that, but when we're playing Xhaka there, never. It's not going to happen because we're just so open. Yeah.
So you actually think that Xhaka almost affects whether or not Lacazette plays?
Yeah, I do. And that's not taking anything away from Xhaka because, listen, I've quoted him off so many times, yeah? Right, and any of them dickheads that were giving him death threats need to evaluate life, man. Seriously.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Right. But listen, he's not worth 35 million quid. Let's have that right. He is not a 35 million pound footballer. Right. In Germany, it's a completely different ball game, right? You've got Borussia Dortmund, you've got Bayern Munich. Yeah. The rest of the teams, they ain't all that. Yeah. So not only that, you also get a little bit more time on the ball in Germany and other leagues, Spain, Italy, for example. Premier League, it's 100 mile an hour, mate. Yeah. And that's why so many players come to this country from other leagues and they flop. Yeah. Di Maria, flop. Falcao, he was probably the third best player in the world when he come here, flopped. Diego Forlan. It's funny, they all play for United, isn't it? Yeah. But there's loads. There is so many players that have come here and flopped, right? And Granit Xhaka, I don't know what he is. I don't know whether he's a box-to-box. I don't know whether he's an attacking, a deep lion. He definitely ain't defensive. But in Germany, he's used to having time on the ball, nobody pressing him, and he can ping a pass. Yeah, well, over here, mate, as soon as he gets the ball, yeah, 2-3 players are around him, and then he panics and gives the ball away. Yeah, and to me, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. I'm not going to sit here and like cuss him completely because he has had good moments for us. But the way we play, he ain't good enough for the team, mate.
I don't even think
he may be if he was further forward, but we're not playing him further forward. So maybe that's not his issue. Maybe it's the way Wenger's playing and playing him. Yeah, maybe he should be in the Jack Wilshere mould. But then saying that, he ain't got the legs because he ain't quick enough. And he ain't got the turn either.
Passes are good enough to play that role anyway, to be honest.
No, mate, I've seen Milk turn quicker than Granit Xhaka, do you know what I mean? So he just ain't good enough to play Premier League football. If you put him out back in the German league or in Serie A or in the Spanish league, yeah, it'd probably look great. Yeah, but not in this league.
Yeah, I'm not a Xhaka fan. I mean, to me, I mean, it's well documented on my channel. If you're any long-time subscriber, I've said this a year ago. To me, I just don't feel as though the idea that we rejected an opportunity to buy Kante and buy...
Oh, mate, it hurts, doesn't it? It hurts every time that's mentioned, man.
It really doesn't. I don't know who was scouting for us at that time, whether it's Grimandi or someone like that, who just completely... And you would think Grimandi, being a damn defensive midfielder himself, would know how to find one, would know the qualities to find one. But, anyway, that's another story. But to me, I don't think he was that great yesterday. But what I will say, and I said this for Iwobi, and people thought, oh, well, you're being biased because he's a felon. All right, I'm going to say it for Xhaka as well. Yes, I'm a massive critic of Xhaka. I ain't going to start flipping, running down my mouth and stalking him and sending death threats.
No, that's disgusting, mate. Disgusting. And they've all been nicked and get locked up as well because that's a piss take what happened there, man.
The man does not deserve all that. He's an Arsenal player.
Hey, mate, trust me. Do these people not know you don't fuck with an Albanian?
Exactly. I know a couple myself.
Well, my best mate's Albanian, yeah. Trust me, bruv. Yeah, you do not mess about with Albanians.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so coming back to the performance, I'm going to come back to Ramsey because I think a lot of people will be expecting to know what I thought about Ramsey's performance. Spoiler alert, it was fantastic. But my man of the match, and I think you agree as well, Lee, was Mkhitaryan. How good was yesterday? I'll hold my hands up. Even I was not expecting yesterday. He looks like he's playing like a man possessed right now.
Well, it's quite funny, actually, because I think he's only, in 18 months at United, had 5 goals in the league and 6 assists. It might be the other way around. He got 3 in one game, yeah? So I know I don't really talk about assists because I think them assist stats are fucking bullshit, yeah? Right? But take them out, his all-round gameplay yesterday.
He shaped the game.
He was unreal, mate. He was the best player on the pitch by a mile.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know we're going to come on to the £60 million man in a minute, yeah, but that link up there, you can see it. Well, and I know it's only one game, so let's not all get carried away and whatever. And it was against Everton, who were struggling, and you know they're down the bottom half of the table. I said, well, I think they're the bottom half still, aren't they? But listen, that was probably the worst Everton have played all season. Yeah, they played better against us at their ground. Yeah. And they still conceded 5 then. So, but yeah, I thought he was unreal, mate. And it was funny because like all the people standing around me and that yesterday were like so gassed for the game. They were just like, that was the best atmosphere all season in the Emirates. All season. Yeah, even the League Cup game against Chelsea, it was a great atmosphere, but yesterday was better because everyone was pumped. Everyone was looking forward to it. Yeah. And like the game kicked off and all eyes were on Aubameyang, yeah? But by the end of the game, everyone was like, right, Mkhitaryan's actually a player. Yeah. Like, he's actually a good player. And what I liked about his performance yesterday was like, there was times where he gave the ball away quite sloppily. Yeah, but he weren't standing there just looking around thinking, oh, someone else will get it. He was busting his arse off to get it back. Yeah, he was putting in slide tackles. He was barging people off the ball. He was getting kicks left, right and centre. Yeah, and yeah, I was buzzing for his performance yesterday. And like, that bodes well for us. He's got a point to prove, man. Listen, he was the best player in Germany. Yeah, and I know Kolasinac falls into that bracket as well. He was in Team of the Year and all that, yeah. But Wenger obviously don't rate him. Yeah, but the difference is Mkhitaryan, when he played for Dortmund, was one of the best players in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the best players in Europe. And if we had all signed him from Dortmund, we'd all be like, wow, this geezer's world class. Yeah, but again, he's another one that's come to the Premier League. It's a completely different ball game. And I wouldn't say he's been Jose'd because I quite rate Jose. Yeah, and I know I get hate for it all the time.
I was going to pull you out a little bit because, you know, Jose has these reputations of overlooking technical players, whether it's De Bruyne. Well, I mean, you watched the Tottenham-Liverpool game, you saw what Salah did in that game.
Yeah, but do you know what, right? Let me just say something on this, right? Because I see Arsenal fans talk about this all the time, right? And you're my boy, yeah, right? But when he let De Bruyne go, when he let Lukaku go, when he let Salah go, yeah, right? There were better players in their positions. Yeah, fact.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So he thought, yeah, fuck it, cash in. They ain't going to be good enough to replace what's there right now. So cash in. Yeah. Listen, Lukaku ain't all that, mate. Yeah, he's a good player. He ain't a great player. Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, that's the biggest one out. And Salah, they're the biggest two, yeah. But if you look at all the other players he's let go, what are they doing? Yeah, what are they doing? Yeah, there's not, you know, people just look at the bad points. Yeah, they don't look at the ones that he's let go that are still flopping. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So yeah, listen, Jose didn't utilise Mkhitaryan properly, in my opinion, but that's because at that given time when they signed him, they didn't have the players around him in the positions required to make him excel in his position. So they were playing him here, there, and everywhere, and subbing him, dropping him, whatever. But if you speak to Man United fans, and still hates Mkhitaryan, yeah.
I know, right? He hates him. He hates him with a venom.
If you speak to Arsenal, Man United fans, yeah, they're all sitting there going, oh yeah, but he got 5 assists in his first first couple of games and didn't get one for another 15 or whatever. Yeah, great, right? It's a myth that Man United parked the bus, yeah, because they've scored more than us this season. Yeah. So that's bullshit. Yeah. He didn't play him properly in a position that suits him. Yeah. A bit like we're doing with Xhaka. We're playing him as defensive midfield, but he's not a defensive midfielder. Yeah. Jose was asking him to do like shit that he ain't used to doing. Yeah. So eventually he gets fucking pissed off with it. His confidence drops. He then plays shit. He then gets dropped. He then don't get back in the team. Yeah. So now he's come to us. He's been told where he's going to play, how we're going to play, yeah, the players that are around him, yeah, that can help him excel, yeah, and he's got a point to prove. So for me, I'm buzzing, mate. Listen, Sanchez, I'm gutted he's gone, yeah, but to get Mkhitaryan in replacement for him, yeah, I'm over the moon with that because that's the best of the shittest situation. Yeah, like if we had got 20, 30 million for Sanchez, we wouldn't be able to go and buy Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, it would just be in the man's pocket.
So yeah, I'm buzzing that we've got him, and I thought he was good when he came on against Swansea. He was unbelievable yesterday, but now the next test is can he do it against Tottenham? Yeah, and that's going to be a tough game. Yeah, but I think he's good, man. I think he's going to be great for us. And like I said, he's got a point to prove against Jose. Yeah, and he's what 29 now. He's just turned 29. He ain't got many years left, mate. Yeah, and he's gonna. If he's going to carry on the way he started yesterday or against Swansea as well, yeah, then we're going to get a good 2-3 years of top quality performances out of him.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what you may see out of Mkhitaryan is he may end up playing that Santi role as he gets older.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I can quite conceivably see him dropping and sitting next to what I hope will be a powerful defensive midfielder that will buy in the summer.
See, the thing as well is people don't realise how fucking technically good he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just about like running and scoring and crossing. Yeah. He is actually really gifted technically, mate. Yeah. And like yesterday, just watching him, just some of the stuff, just the way he's moving, I'm not going to build him up too much because it's only one game, right? But when I used to watch Cesc Fabregas, yeah, he's always looking over his shoulder. Before the ball's coming to him, he's calling for the ball and he's looking over he was doing exactly the same. Yeah. He's calling for the ball. He's looking. He knows which way. Jack does it as well. Yeah. And they know which way they can then turn from which angle the player's coming in on them. Yeah. And he does that. So, yeah, I'm buzzing, man. And now we've got proper strikers. Yeah, it's good, man. It's just a shame it's like the season's fucked.
Exactly. It's kind of like we're now kind of.
This weren't the beginning of the season, man. Like summer window, it would have been fucking mad, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's Arsenal for you, man. We'll do it back to front.
So let's get on to Ramsey. I thought Ramsey, I don't know where that came from because I think from the starting lineup, I was initially very surprised that he started. To be honest, because I would have personally started Wilshere over Ramsey. But hey, fair play to him. Wow, did he take his goals well? His movement was on point yesterday. Anticipate. That was the best of Aaron Ramsey, you know, when he's kind of like just anticipating stuff. And I think he, in particular, may be one of the biggest beneficiaries of Mickey being there because Mickey creates stuff. Ozil creates stuff. So now that burden is now off Ramsey. All he can do now is just be that late Lampard-esque runner who will hopefully try and collect chances like he did yesterday. What do you think of Aaron Ramsey's performance yesterday? Because I have to admit, to be fair to Ramsey, this season he's improved. His all-round game, I think,
he's been all right, hasn't he? He's been decent. But I'll be straight up, right? When I seen the starting 11, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, why is Iwobi starting? Yeah, why is Ramsey starting? And I was saying to all my mates here, I was just like, that midfield is weak. Yeah, I was just looking at it going, that is weak, right? Yeah, I'm going, why don't we start Lacazette instead of Iwobi? Why don't we put Jack in instead of Ramsey, yeah? Right, but he scored his first ever hat-trick for the club. Yeah, and like, just the movement of the people in front of him, yeah, and then like, that creates gaps. And like you just said a minute ago about having Ozil around him creating, having Mkhitaryan creating, yeah? What that means is, right, like you said, Lampard used to he made a whole career out of it, yeah, and he was fucking unreal, right? But what that means is when they're creating chances, you get a ricochet or a scuffed clearance out the box, and there's your man Ramsey standing there, yeah,
cleaning up. Yeah.
Listen, we all see how good Ramsey was a few years back when he had that brilliant half season before he got injured, yeah, and like he is a good footballer, but at the same time, sometimes he is just so fucking like bang average, like where he just can't be asked to go back. He just wants to be the glory hunter. Yeah, and he's done better this season throughout the whole season defensively than he has in any other season for me. And he's chipped in with some. Mate, he always scores against Everton, but I don't think anyone would have put money on a hat trick. Do you know what I mean? And the first goal was brilliant, man. That was a great finish. Yeah, and like the build up play was just class, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like Ozil to Aubameyang to Mkhitaryan to Ramsey. It was just like, it was a great goal, man. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant finish. But I kind of felt sorry for their goalkeeper, man, because he's been pummeled at Sunderland for a year, and then he's gone to Everton, and he's a fucking good keeper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and he's gone to Everton. He's getting bashed at Everton now as well. But yeah, I thought Ramsey's all-round play yesterday. Like, it's hard to not give somebody man of the match when they've scored a hat-trick. Yeah,
it's true. It's uncomfortable almost not to do that.
It's like a bit disrespectful, isn't it? And I know he got man of the match, like for the actual game itself, yeah. But for me, yeah, Mkhitaryan. But he was so close to getting it, yeah. And I thought he was class yesterday. But like I said, like when I see the starting 11, I was like, nah, Jack's got to get in there. Why is Ramsey playing? Like Golden Child's back in there. Do you know what I mean? But now it's good because now we've got him buzzing. He's got a hat trick. Yeah, Jack's been in great form. So now Jack's thinking, shit, I need to raise my fucking performances in training to get him out the team. Then when I do get in the team, I've got to fucking perform. So it can only be good, man. And same with Lacazette, and same with Ozil, same with Mkhitaryan, because there could be games where we drop Ozil.
Yeah.
And play Mkhitaryan there. Yeah. There's going to be games where Aubameyang's dropped and Lacazette and vice versa. Yeah. And we have now got competition in places, like in places that are key areas on the pitch as well. Yeah. Now all we need to do is like see the rest of the season out. I don't think we're going to get top four. I really don't. We could go on an unbeaten run from now to the end of the season. I don't see it. I don't think it's going to happen. But next season, this summer transfer window coming up is key to how we go forward. Yeah, and I think what we do this summer determines on how well we're going to perform over the next 2 or 3 years.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah, because we've done what's required up front now, but we need to do it defensively. And I still think we need to get Wenger out. I still think he's got to go. Yeah, but while he's there, then yeah, great. We'll just see the end of the season out. Like I've said this before, I'm going through the motions this season. Yeah, it's just a case of, oh, well, if we win, we win. But now we've actually genuinely got players to look forward to games now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, like, I don't know, man. I think it's good. I think the fact that Ramsey scored a hat-trick, I mean, when he whacked that one in that deflected in from like 20 yards, he sort of side-footed it. I was like, right, what the fuck's the keeper done there? Right, and I see it on the big screen, like the replay. I was like, oh, that's why he didn't say it, yeah? Right?
I did something similar.
Just to have the confidence to side foot it from that far out, yeah.
I did something similar. I didn't initially see the deflection. So I thought, maybe that's a really good finish or a fuck up by the keeper. And I saw the deflection. I was like, oh, okay.
But to have the audacity to side foot it from that far out, shows the confidence he's got now. Yeah, because he'd already got one goal. It was the opening goal as well. Yeah, and then obviously Koscielny fucking gets the second. He then bangs that. Yeah, and it's like, right, the whole place is like, what? We're 3-0 up after 19 minutes. This is like the old days, yeah?
Yeah.
And like, mate, it was a great day yesterday, but listen, we're still sixth. Yeah, and for me, if I was in charge of Arsenal Football Club right now, I'd be sitting there and I'd be saying, right, League Cup, Europa League. Fuck the league. Yeah. Not completely fuck it. Still put performances out, still put squads out there to go and win games. But
the main focus should be this cup.
Europa League. Yeah, listen, it's going to be tough to beat Man City. Yeah, they're fucking unreal, right? And they've got a top draw manager. And they have got unbelievable players all over the pitch, yeah? But it's Wembley, it's a cup final, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll beat them, but you never know. But Europa League, yeah, we should be getting through the next round quite comfortably against Ostersund. Yeah, right. And no disrespect to them, but they're basically a pub team. Yeah, and if we can't beat them, I know it's like minus 15 out there, right? And it's a plastic pitch, so we're going to see a wholesale changes. Yeah,
you're going up there, blimey.
Yeah, it's like a plastic pitch, minus 15. It's like up in the middle of nowhere. They'll probably beat us out there because we'll put a reserve team out. Yeah. But then we'll probably go and whack them 8-0 at the Emirates. Yeah. So we'll get through. Right. Now, when we get through, we're going to get some big guns in that next pot, yeah, in that next draw. Right. We're going to get the Atleticos, the Borussios, the AC Milans, whatever, yeah. Right. Now that is when we should start taking it seriously and going, right, best 11. Like Jose did last year. Yeah, Jose threw all of his eggs into that basket last year, and not one person on this fucking planet thought he weren't going to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he went, the league's gone, top four's gone. Yeah, Europa League is where it's at. As soon as he declared that, I was like, I know he's going to win it. Yeah, and they won it. And they were shit last season, man. They got so lucky. Yeah, but Jose Mourinho, man, European competitions, he's your man, isn't it? Yeah, and I think that's what we should do this season. Yeah, it's all great fucking beating Everton yesterday, and it was a great day. Yeah, from start to finish. I'm still buzzing now, man. It's like we got Aubameyang and he scored, man, like on his debut, yeah? But that don't paper over all the cracks. Swansea, West Brom, all the other games we've been shit this season, yeah? Especially away from home, Bournemouth. Yeah, but yeah, fuck it, man. Fuck the league. Yeah, fuck the league. It's all about Tottenham next, which means something, yeah? And if any of them players have actually got anything about them, they will put in what they did at the Emirates against that lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But after that game, for me, go to the cup final, do your best. I don't expect us to win. If we don't get embarrassed, I'll be happy. Yeah. But after that, it's all about Europa League, man, and just go all guns blazing for Europa League and try and do something there where we can then qualify into like actually win it, qualify for Champions League. And it's like we've actually won a European trophy, qualified. So yeah, it's actually not too bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because trying to fight on all fronts, no, I can't see us getting top four and win Europa League. Do you see what I mean?
I think he feels that because the squad is quite a big squad, we should be able to compete on all fronts. But I actually agree with you. I think that there's just. I mean, I was looking at the gap today, even with the Liverpool-Tottenham draw. It's kind of like, there's still a lot of points between us and then top four. Mind you, you've still got Chelsea to overhaul. You've still got Tottenham.
That's it. And the thing is, Chelsea have been in free fall recently, man. Like last couple of months, yeah. But they're still 8 points ahead of us.
I feel
they've got that safety net, man. They've still got 8 points. Yeah.
I honestly feel like Giroud, which I know we'll talk more about in the transfer window section, will be a key signing for them. I honestly think it will suit them.
I agree. I actually think he's better than Morata.
I can see why you'd say that. Yeah, for sure. I can see why you'd say that.
But yeah, man, it is what it is, isn't it?
But yeah, I mean, I suppose another one who I think deserves a mention, who not a lot of people mentioned yesterday in their respective kind of like interviews or reviews or whatever, but I think a lot of people would expect me to mention, was Alex Iwobi.
I mentioned him. Well. I mentioned him.
No, you did mention him. No, you're right. You did mention him.
Man at his shreddies yesterday, man.
I thought he was on one yesterday. Because if you look at, I would say 3 out of the 5 goals, he had something to do with it. Whether it was giving the ball to Mkhitaryan, whether it was tracking back and tackling, whether it was intercepting, his passes were on point.
If you actually look at that that one where Aubameyang went clean through and he didn't score, but that pass from Ozil, down the left wing, that was from Iwobi nicking the ball back. Him and Monreal were both there, and I was thinking, I remember that stand him up, don't foul him, don't foul him, don't foul him. And they nicked the ball, quickly passed it out to Xhaka, he fed Ozil, and bang, they're gone. Yeah, mate, yesterday he was brilliant, especially first half. Second half, I think he faded a bit, but first half, he was... I know everyone took the limelight yesterday, but his performance yesterday was probably the best first half performance he's had all season.
This season, I 100% agree. And the problem is with Iwobi now, I think he's got almost a stink on him now with his kind of performances up until now, that even when he does well, people just assume he's shit. Like, I watched literally about an hour ago Arsenal Fan TV's match kind of scores for players. And they you know how they usually have like people contributing to it. Ty was doing it, but they had like people behind them. And it came to Alex Iwobi, and everyone went silent until one person said 4 out of 10. And I was like, what are you talking about? 4 out of 10?
Really?
This man can't catch a break, man. It's like even when he plays well,
he was
for
me. He was a 7.5, pushing 8 out of 10 yesterday. Yeah, I
He
don't
was
think he was the best player by far. Yeah, but his first half, I thought first half he was arguably our best player. I know
yeah,
Ramsey scored a couple. I know that we played really well, Mkhitaryan, etc., etc. But that first half, mate, he was fucking unreal. He was really good in that first half, and I was in North Bank here. Obviously, they shooting that way the second half. Yeah, so all the goals are up the other end, right? But so I watched him defensively. Yeah, and like I say, that one where a couple of little passes and bang, Aubameyang's gone. That was all down to him. Yeah, and
exactly.
I thought he was good, man. Some like he did on the right wing. I think he ended up on the right wing at one point. Yeah, and he did a little drag back and then flicked it down the wing. Yeah, I was
Yeah, I
like,
remember
hey, fucking
that.
hell, what are you doing? Like, fucking, what are you doing, man? I didn't know you had that in your locker. I
He's
thought he was class, man. See,
fine.
the problem
Blimey.
Arsenal fans have, Chris, right, is they're so one-dimensional in terms of I hate him or I love him. Yeah, and I know people will probably
Yeah,
sit there and go, "Oh, you're so fucking, you contradict yourself because you're so Ozil against Ozil all the time." Yeah, listen, I've never said I hate Ozil, never.
no, you've
Yeah,
always maintained that.
never. You know me, right? I've always said that I want him to perform, and when he does, I'll leave him alone. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
has, so I've left him alone, right?
yeah,
But it's the same with all Arsenal fans. Yeah, right? They have their favourites. Yeah,
yeah. 100.
Aubameyang can do no wrong now. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter whether he fucking don't get a kick against Tottenham. He is
yeah,
still the best thing since sliced bread,
yeah.
right? Aaron
Jack
Ramsey could go and score a
That's another one.
fucking. Aaron Ramsey could go and score 2 against Tottenham, but then get sent off, and he's a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what
True.
I mean? Yeah,
True.
right.
True.
Iwobi could set up both of them goals for Ramsey. Yeah, score a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still only get a 4 out of 10
Exactly.
because that's
Oh
how
my
Arsenal
God.
fans' brains operate. They don't actually watch the game.
It just
Yeah, it's just
makes no
listen.
sense.
Listen, Ozil's been immune from fucking criticism since 2013 when he
Yeah.
signed for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alexis Sanchez leaves our club, and all of a sudden he's shit. He used to give the
Yeah.
ball away. It's like, come on, man, really?
Exactly.
Like,
Oh, it's
listen,
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
it is embarrassing, mate. I'm
It's
not biased, man.
embarrassing.
Like, I don't ever sit here slagging off other teams. Yeah, I've never
All of
slagged
a
off other.
sudden, Alexis Sanchez is the devil. It's like, oh, come on. You were
No,
sucking his dick last week. What are you talking about?
exactly. Listen, I never sit here slagging off other clubs, mate. I never do. Yeah, one of my best mates is Tottenham. Yeah, he's Tottenham, home and away, Tottenham. Yeah, and when we play each other, if I'm not at the game, for example, we get on the phone to each other at half time. Yeah,
Yeah.
or we text each other, and then at full time, like if we beat them, yeah, I'll just text them and go, "I'll give you an hour." Yeah, yeah, and vice versa, right? But then we get on the phone to each other, and we actually sit there and go and have a proper debate about how shit. Like I'll say how shit some of our players were and how lucky we got. Yeah, and he'll do the same.
Yeah.
Whereas most football fans, not just Arsenal or Tottenham, whatever, most football fans are so biased against their own team.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a quick example, yeah? Lamella penalty decision. Van
Mm.
Dijk earlier on, yeah?
Mm.
99.9% of Arsenal fans are saying that's not a penalty. That's a
Mm.
fucking nailed-on penalty.
I
It's a
thought it was a penalty.
nailed-on penalty. Mate, the geezer went straight through the back of him. Arsenal
Yeah.
fans are tweeting me going, yeah, but Lamella jumped in the way of the ball, between the ball and the player. That's what he's supposed to do. He's in the penalty box. He's trying to fucking get an advantage. He's going to jump in and he got kicked in the fucking calf. It's a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah? Whether he made the most of it or not is irrelevant. Van Dijk should not be fucking that rash in the first place. Yeah? He should not have swung his leg out. He should have known what was around him, know what was coming, and not fucking swung. And in the end, he didn't get the ball. Lamella was there and he kicked his leg. Yeah? The Harry Kane penalty, I can see why it was given. Yeah. But for me, that ain't a penalty. But I can see why it was given. Yeah. He went down so fucking easily. Yeah. And if I did that to you walking around Tesco, you ain't going to fucking fall over. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But I can see why it was given, right? But that Van Dijk Lamella one, man, Arsenal fans are fucking like, nah. Imagine if that was fucking Aubameyang, yeah, fucking instead of Lamella. we'd be tweeting FA and all sorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, there's a fucking conspiracy. Fucking Arsenal fans, man, I swear. Yeah, but I'm not biased, bruv. Yeah, you know me. I say it how it is. Yeah, like, I don't slag off other teams. I never will. I never have. Yeah, there's some clubs I don't particularly like. Yeah, and it's not the fact that I don't like their fans or anything like that. It's just like I don't like Tottenham. That's how it is if you're an Arsenal fan. Don't like them. Yeah, but I'm not stupid enough or deluded enough to sit here and go, oh, Harry Kane's shit. Yeah, Harry Kane's the best fucking out-and-out striker in world football. Yeah, fact. Go and look at his goals record in the hardest league in the world. He's the best out-and-out striker in world football. Yeah, fact. But there's Arsenal fans out there that will never say that. Yeah, because, oh, fuck off, it's Tottenham. Come on, man. Like, I'm 35 years old. This ain't fucking in the playground at school going, Tottenham is shit. Yeah, I'm an adult. I can see that he's good, and let's just hope we can defend against the geezer. Yeah, Dele Alli. Arsenal fans mug Dele Alli off. Oh, fucking nasty little prick.
Really
nasty little prick. Diving little prick. Yeah, I would fucking love Dele Alli in my football club because you know what? That geezer's a nasty little prick, yeah? And that's exactly what we have fucking missed.
I'll be honest, I'm one of those guys. I can't stand that prick.
I fucking love him. I love him. And like Tottenham fans will be loving me off now. Arsenal fans will be hating, yeah? I fucking love him. Yeah, that geezer is fucking quality, right? He's a quality footballer and he's a nasty little cunt, yeah? But
he really is.
I'd love a nasty little cunt in our midfield that can bang 20 goals in a season. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Stick him in our team, mate. It's like, yeah, I'll have some of that. But Arsenal fans don't admit that. And that's where I'm different. That's why I get so much hate because I just say shit that other people think but won't say.
Yeah, I've seen your comment section. People call you United fan in disguise.
Spurs fan in disguise. Very quickly, my comments yesterday about we've now got 2 assist kings. Did you see that? On Arsenal Fan TV. On Arsenal Fan TV, I went, yeah, oh, mate, buzzing. Mkhitaryan got 3 goals. We've now got 2 assist kings. Mate, go and have a look at the comments. Yeah, seriously, some of the comments are like, you shouldn't even be allowed to speak Ozil's name. It's like, mate, I swear, people, sarcasm's lost on thick fucks, mate. Trust me.
But this is have a thing. Laugh.
Enjoy the game, man.
Anyone who understands you for a second knows you love all that shit. You love winding up these pricks. You love it.
They're so easy. They buy it. Everything. Do you know what I mean? So the thing is, Chris, right? I say what I see. Yeah, right. And listen, I thought he was going to leave. Yeah, mate. The abuse I have got this week. Yeah, the abuse I have got, like literally fucking unreal. And I sit there looking at my notifications in tears of laughter. Yeah, I'm sitting there going like, mate, you that concerned that you've dragged up that video where I was going, he's playing for a move, and then you're hating, going, you fucking you're a fucking. Oh, sorry, I said Allegri was going to be manager in the summer. Where's the hate from that then? Yeah, but because it's darling Ozil, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're a fucking prick. Fuck off, man. Seriously. And then which is why I then did my preview.
The gifs and memes that were produced out of that. The production. Who spent time making that shit?
That's what I'm saying, mate. Yeah, people have got too much time on their hands. But you know what? That's why when I did my preview for the Everton game, yeah, I was like, we've got the best number 10 in the world. Yeah, because I just think, you know, you're that sad, yeah, that you're going to sit there and hate on me because I had an opinion, which I backed with logic. He let his contract run down to 4 months to go, mate, yeah? Right? He's been haggling for over a year.
True.
Yeah, I backed it with facts. Yeah, it weren't just an outlandish fucking idea that he's going to go. I thought he was going to go, right? So then when he stayed, yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. I knew it was going to come. If he stayed, I knew I was going to get dogs abuse, yeah? Because on the actual video where I said that, I think I had 1,000 dislikes, yeah? And like 50% of the comments were just hate. But that's what I'm saying, yeah? Like, you don't know anything, you don't know what you're talking about, fucking fuck you, go and die and all that bollocks, you know what I mean? It's like, really? Come on, man, it's a game of football, it's an opinion, shut your mouth, yeah? Which is why, now it's all gone the other way, I'm happy, listen, I'm happy he's staying.
Of course.
If he plays how he plays this season, for the next 3 years, I'm buzzing, yeah? So then when all these people have jumped on it and brought it up, yeah, and the witch hunt, yeah, that I've had this week, I'm sitting there going, right, I'm just gonna play on it now, yeah. Which is why, yeah, best number 10 in the world in my preview, always rated him. Yeah, and then people are going, oh, you were fucking such a two-faced prick last week, you were hating him. It's like, do you not engage your brain when you like watch this shit? I'm taking the piss. Like, it's sarcasm, have a laugh, life's too short. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, I could sit here now and say Wenger's going to leave at the end of the season. When he don't leave, am I going to get abuse for that as well? Do you know what I mean? Fucking pathetic, mate. But these people have got time, bruv.
People got time. I was just about to say that. People love to, they can't wait to play that. Oh, well, look at this. This is when you said this. Because a flying fuck.
Do you know what I would like? I've sat there, mate. My notifications the day it was officially signed, yeah, which is fucking amazing. Yeah, like Granit Xhaka should go and have a look at my notifications, bruv. yeah, man thinks he had it hard, and to be fair, he did. Yeah, but fucking mate, that's a daily occurrence for me. Yeah, but I sit there laughing. It's like you're actually that sad that you give a fuck what I say, and then when it goes wrong, you give a fuck again. Yeah, and then you're going to go out of your way to message me saying I'm a cunt and I'm a prick and I'm deluded and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I got it wrong. And what? Have you got everything right in your life from day one? Really? Like, come on. Yeah. You woke up in the morning. You rolled out of bed, and by the time you fell on the floor, your clothes were fucking on you because you're that perfect. Like, come on, man. What is the matter with these people, bruv? Seriously. Yeah, fucking idiots, man. These people just hate for the sake of hating.
And you have plenty of haters, my friend. Plenty of haters.
Wait, listen, love me or hate me, they're still fucking watching it.
Yeah, this is true. Just wanted to quickly thank the 186 people currently watching us at the moment.
They're not got bored of me yet.
Watching us be positive and moaning about haters. Must be thinking, who the fuck are these two? But thank you. While you're here, do crush that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to get to a question and answer section because I've got a few floating in the chat room and one from Ola from WhatsApp. So
yes, Ola.
Privileges.
My guy.
What's up? What up, Ola? I can see you in the chat.
If you can't get your question read out by the comment section, just text Chris.
don't
VIP comments,
bro.
VIP comment section, just 07.
But yeah, so moving on to the January transfer window. Wow, it was active as fuck. I mean, let's just be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't think a lot of us saw that coming. I
didn't. I definitely didn't.
I mean, I saw kind of a headline statement on Sky Sports News, and I think it's worth mentioning here. Is this Wenger's last throw of the dice? I mean, what a throw of the dice it is. I mean, who would have ever thought, if you told us at the start of January Wenger would spend 60 million on Aubameyang, and now there is a lot of belief that this isn't a Wenger thing because it's so unusual for him, that it must be influences from Spain. It must be more of a kind of hierarchy. I can never say that word properly.
Hierarchy,
as opposed to a Wenger decision. What do you believe this strategy on the January transfer window was about? It is a very unusual one.
Right, it's all well and good. Right, see, this is where I take a step back and don't just follow the hype train. Yeah, right. Since the summer transfer window, at the back end of last season into this season, yeah, to today, we're £20 million in profit. Yeah, but that ain't reported all over the world. That ain't a well-known thing. But we're actually £20 million in profit. Yeah, so yeah, it's great. It's great that we've gone and got Aubameyang. But when people are going, oh, we've spent £60 million on a striker, technically we haven't. Because we're still in profit. Yeah, we've sold Coquelin. Yeah, we've sold Giroud. We've sold Walcott. Yeah, do you know what I mean? We've sold Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah, and 3 of them have gone to rivals, like competing for top 4. Yeah, which has been overshadowed
True.
And for me, I think it's like, why are we supplying Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man United? Like Sanchez, like I know we've got Mkhitaryan in replacement, but why are we supplying them three clubs with our players? Yeah, regardless of what you think of Giroud or Oxlade-Chamberlain, yeah, or Sanchez, why are we giving them players away?
True.
Yeah, to rivals. Man United never used to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, Fergie would go and pluck out the best player in the league and go, I'm having him, and he'd go and nick from everyone else. Yeah, right. He'd never sell to a rival ever. Yeah, would Fergie have sold to us? Oh yeah, he gave us Silvestre. Do you know what I mean? A mole in the club. Go and ruin the football club for him. Yeah, but listen, the transfer window. When you look at it like that, we're in profit, right? So for me, it's a little bit. Yes, it was a great transfer window in terms of getting attacking options in, and we have got a fucking banger, mate. Aubameyang's class. I never realised he was as quick as he actually was yesterday. Yeah, when I see him, yeah, I knew he was quick, but I never knew he was that quick. Yeah, and over the first 4 yards, mate, he's just electric. Yeah, and what that does is that scares the shit out of the players, like defensive players, because they're like, well, what do I do? Do I get close to him and foul him? Do I sit off?
Oh, but we need that though. We needed that for so long.
We haven't had that since Thierry Henry, and I know Walcott's quick, yeah, but he was never a striker, yeah. And for me, like we've now got that player, yeah, which can now scare defenses, right? Because every single team in the world that we play against, yeah, whether it be Europa League or Premier League, is now going to think, fuck, like we've got to handle him. Like this guy's so quick, like they're going to be scared. But when you actually analyse the whole transfer window, we've got rid of Coquelin. I think that's a big mistake. Yeah, because as much as I think Elneny is decent, Coquelin was our best defensive midfielder.
Yeah, he brought something different to Elneny.
Yeah, Elneny's a good player. Yeah, but he is what he is. He's a £5 million footballer. Yeah, he ain't going to set the world alight. Yeah, Coquelin, I know he's like, you know, let's be real. If Arteta had never got injured, Coquelin would be playing for Charlton.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the only reason we brought him back. Yeah. But he was and is, until he left, our best defensive option in that position. Yeah. So now we're so light in that position that if Elneny gets injured, what are we going to do? Like, it's all well and good going in against like teams like yesterday against Everton. Yeah, sorry, I've put my hood down now. Yeah, it's all well and good. I went for a cigarette, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all well and good put in like Xhaka and Ramsey in. But when we go up against the Chelseas, the Uniteds, the Man Cities, the Spurs, yeah, you have to have a proper defensive midfielder in there. Yeah, and you can't. For me, you can't play Xhaka and Ramsey or Xhaka and Jack in them games. You can't. Yeah, it'd be suicide. You have to have a destroyer in there that's going to patrol that back four. Yeah, and Coquelin was that option for me. I know he's a hothead and he can get sent off like he did against Spurs, yeah? Like he's rash every now and again, but he got it. He got what it meant to play for Arsenal Football Club, despite not being English and whatever. He got what it meant, yeah? And every time he went on the pitch, he tried, man. And that's all you can ask for from a footballer, yeah? So, yeah, I think that's a big mistake. I think... Like,
to be honest, sorry, just to come back on Coquelin and Elneny, that between them would be a very good defensive midfielder because they had each other's qualities. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, if you can make a hybrid of the two, yeah, like tall,
combative and passionate, and Elneny, who's got a little bit of nous on him. He's very good at
rash
in the game. Yeah. That would be such a good midfielder.
Yeah, but do you know what that hybrid player is? I keep banging on about this boy. The geezer at Everton, Idris Gay. The boy is a fucking don in that position, man. Yeah, look at his stats. It's better than Kante. Yeah,
but
his stats are better than Kante.
On Gay, you know what someone in the chat room is going to say, and I'm not even looking at the chat room right now. They'll be like, well, how can you recommend him when we just beat Everton 5-1? You didn't do much in that. What would your answer be to that?
Yeah, great. That's cool. Yeah, now look at the shit players around him. Yeah?
True.
Now look at the shit players around him. Yeah, now then go and look at his stats over a whole season and a half since Kante has been at Chelsea, or however long it is, most interceptions, more tackles, fucking more blocks. Yeah, he beats Kante on every stat. Yeah, but because Kante plays for Chelsea and has all them better players around him, everyone's like, "Right, Kante's a beast." So's that geezer. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. Right, Mahrez. You know I love Mahrez. I've even said Mahrez is better than Neymar. Yeah, and I got destroyed. He is. I'll stick by it. He is. Go and put Neymar in the Premier League. He'll get broken in half inside a week. Yeah, Mahrez is the best player in the Premier League when he's on fire. Right, take Mahrez out of Leicester. Yeah, and go and put Mahrez at Man City. Would Mahrez perform better at Man City than he does at Leicester? I think he would. Do you think he would? If he played at Man City, do you think Mahrez would play better than he has at Leicester?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
I think
that proves my point about Gay. Take him out of Everton and put him in Arsenal. He'll play better. Yeah, because he's got better quality footballers around him. I'll give you a better example. Yeah, Paulinho. Yeah.
Okay.
Paulinho went to Spurs. Yeah. Paulinho was dog shit at Spurs. Yeah, because they spent all that fucking Bale money on shit. The only good one out of that they bought was Eriksen. Yeah. The rest of them have been dog shit. Let's be real, right? Paulinho then gets flogged to China. Yeah. Barcelona then come in. Unbelievably, the whole world's like, what? Barcelona want him. Yeah. He's fucking been brilliant. I watch Spanish football. He has been probably like in their top 3 players this season.
Wow.
Yeah. He has been fucking class. And why is that? Because he's got better footballers around him. Do you know what I mean? He's banging goals. He's tackling. He's getting back in position. Yeah. He's slightly what you expect him to do and what you expected him to do at Tottenham. The difference is at Tottenham, at the time he played for them, they weren't at a level that they're at now.
Yeah.
If you go and put Paulinho in Tottenham now, he'd be better and perform better than he did when they signed him originally.
Better than Wanyama?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Wanyama's a good player, yeah, but I think Paulinho offers more. Paulinho offers a goal for it, yeah, whereas Wanyama don't, yeah, unless it's like a fucking corner or something, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, like. But coming back to our window in like overall, I think we're still light, you know. And it's great having Aubameyang, it's great having Mkhitaryan, it's great getting rid of the deadwood as we've called them over the years. Yeah, that game yesterday when Theo Walcott went clean through on goal. Yeah, why the fuck he checked back inside? He should have hit it. Yeah, right. But that there is why we fucking flogged him. Yeah, that is why we flogged him, because if that was Lacazette or Aubameyang, that is a goal. Yeah, or at least a shot on target. Yeah, that could ricochet out to somebody else. Yeah. That is Theo Walcott's last 12 years at Arsenal Football Club summed up in that one clip. Yeah, clean through on goal. Oh shit, what do I do now? Yeah, and that's why we sold him. So to get £20 million for him, I don't think it was great business, but it's good business. I think we could have got more. Yeah,
I think we could have got more as well. That's my one biggest gripe is that when I look at the Theo sale, when I look at the Giroud sale,
we could have definitely got more in Giroud.
If that was the other way round, we're paying more for those players.
If that was Chelsea selling us Giroud, that would have been 30 mil.
100%.
All day long.
100%.
But having said that, his contract ends in 2019 at the end of that season. Yeah. So what's that? 18 months. Yeah. Right. He is 31 and he is slow as fuck. But the good news is in 6 months' time, he's into the last year of his contract. So maybe we can go back in for him.
We can get him back.
But listen, overall, I'm not disappointed with our transfer window. But what I will say is I think that we should have definitely signed a centre-back and definitely signed a defensive midfielder. But maybe the club are looking at it going, well, can't get the options in them positions that we actually want. So let's wait till the summer. Yeah. And in my opinion, we need a goalkeeper badly. Yeah. For me, 100%. I've said this on here before 100%. And to other people. Yeah. We should never have got rid of Szczesny. He should have been number 1 this season with Czech number 2.
I mean, supposedly we're looking at Oblak. If we can get that,
we ain't, mate. That's bullshit. We ain't getting him. We are not.
Oh, come on, let me dream, though. Let me dream,
mate. That's like linking a story to Arsenal are in talks with Messi. Do you know what I mean? We ain't get his quality. We ain't getting him. Let's be real. For me, I'd go for Butland. Yeah, I'd get Butland.
I rate Butland. You know this already. I rate him. I know people in the chat room have. I've seen Ola actually say, was it Ola? Maybe it weren't Ola. Apologies if it weren't Ola. I've seen Ola say, fuck Butland, but I would have Butland in second.
Do you know why I like Butland as well? Right? Not only is he fucking really tall, you don't realise how tall. I see him at Stoke away this season, yeah? Right? And he is fucking huge. Like 6'4", 6'5". Yeah. He's a big lump, right?
Big guy.
But do you know what I liked about him the most, yeah? He was getting pelters from us, yeah? Like proper. Yeah. We're cussing him, yeah? And he's like, while the ball's up the other end, he's turning around going, yeah, go on, keep going. Yeah, come on, give me some more and all that. Like proper banters it with the fans. Yeah. And I like that. Do you know what I mean? That's confidence, man. Like, but I think he'd be good for us. Yeah, I think he'd be a good signing.
Apparently 6'5", according to RH Starman.
Yeah, listen, he's playing for a team that are nowhere near his level. Yeah. He's better than that, yeah, and that's no disrespect to Stoke, right? But he is better than Stoke Football Club, right? And he deserves, in my opinion, to probably be England's number one as well.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before it all happens. But
I think he's better than Pickford. People always slate me.
I do. I
think Pickford is a very good shot stopper, and that's it. That's just my opinion. I think Butland is more of an all-round.
Pickford's tiny compared to Butland. You put them next to each other, there's a size gap, mate. Yeah. You need, in my opinion, to have a tall, commanding goalkeeper.
100%.
Because when a ball's being whipped in from a corner and you've got them big, burly centre-backs coming up, yeah, and you've got the big, tall striker, the Giroud or Andy Carroll, yeah, you need a big lump goalkeeper to come out there and command his box. Yeah, and I think Butland is that guy. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think he'd cost that much money either.
Yeah.
You know, if we're linked to him, he's going to want to go, isn't he? Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's then a case of how much Stoke want for him. 30 mil, 25, 30, 40 mil.
I'll be surprised if he's still at Stoke in the summer.
Same. But I think that this summer transfer window coming up, yeah, it's great that we've got everything done and dusted attacking-wise, but this summer transfer window is where we need to go, right, bang, 2 centre-backs, a right-back, because Bellerin's got no one pushing him at all now. Yeah. Now we sold Bellerin, or Debuchy terminated his contract, whatever happened there. Yeah, and a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs and a defensive midfielder. Yeah, a new manager, and we can compete for a title next season.
Yeah, I would agree. For me, in a way, I understand not buying a defensive midfielder. Not for 1 second that I actually think we'd get one. I thought that there is better quality that would be more likely available at the end of the year, so I could have forgiven that. I'm disappointed we didn't go and get at least one centre-back when our problems have been very clearly centre-back. Go and get a centre-back at the very least.
But do you think Johnny Evans was the answer, though?
No, I didn't. I must admit, I felt like Wenger could find something better. But then do you know
what? For the money, Chris, right? 25 million quid for a guy who's, 30, 31, whatever he is. Yeah, nah. Sorry. You're on your way out of your career. You're not on the upward trajectory of your career, yeah? You played for a good team. You now play for an average team. Yeah. And yes, you're probably their best centre-back at West Brom, but you're not better than West Brom, if that makes sense. Yeah. He ain't an Arsenal fucking defender, mate. No chance.
Yeah.
For me, looking at it going forward, Manolas, Socrates, they're the two that I'd go for, definitely. There's a lad at Ajax, Koulibaly, the boy at Ajax. There's a young lad at Ajax, Spurs bought Sanchez, but the other lad I thought was better, De Ligt. He's fucking class, man. Yeah. And then, if you move on to midfield, Yeah, we could have gone and got David Luiz in that position. I think he could do a job there. Yeah, Fabinho at Monaco. Yeah, although saying that, Fabinho's missus is now signed for the women's Monaco team.
Oh, has it actually? Wow.
Yeah, she signed for the women's team last week. So whether that affects whether he stays or goes, but Fabinho's a quality defensive midfielder.
Here's the thing, though, about Fabinho. He's 32.
That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, but then saying that, if you go and buy him and one other, do you know what I mean? Like, you've then got proper cover. Get rid of El Neni. Yeah, then you've got them two. Do you see what I'm saying? But
I personally, funny enough, Claude is actually in the chat room as well. Shout out to him if he's
yes, Claude,
he's still there.
It's time to go.
It's time to go. He made an excellent point, which again, any long-time listener than me has seen me say this a couple of times. I'd sell Mustafi. I'd sell him.
Oh, I don't know, man. I know you've said that to me before, right? But I'll be honest with you.
You would keep him because I think you think he's better than Koscielny. I'm not so sure.
He's better than him. He's better than him. Definitely. I'll tell you what. If Mustafi had Pep, Jose, Conte, a manager of that caliber managing him, he would not be the fucking dickhead he is every other game. Yeah.
You think so?
Look at yesterday, right? He's on a yellow card. Yeah, his first touch was a joke on one particular section of play, and then he just throws himself into a tackle. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? That's a red card all day, yeah? If he had a top draw manager coaching him on how to be a proper defender, Mustafi, I wouldn't say he'd be world class, but he'd be the next bracket down from world class. Yeah? Koscielny, for me, is finished. Yeah, his Achilles injuries killed him off the last 18 months. Yeah. Scandalous we've never gone and fucking done nothing this window or the summer window. Yeah. But I think Mustafi should stay. And I think that if we go and put a proper... I think Mustafi's more of a leader. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Koscielny's not a leader. I know he's got the captain's armband on most of the time, yeah? But he ain't the mouthpiece on the pitch. When I go to games and, like, you don't always see it on TV. Yeah, when we played Chelsea in the League Cup the other week, right? That first 20 minutes or 15 minutes, Chelsea were all over us, yeah? And that was because El Neni was bombing over halfway, right? It was Mustafi who was standing there fucking going mad. Mate, he's waving his arms around, he's pointing at him, fucking screaming and shouting, telling him, drop back, you're exposing me, get in the fucking hole, sit there, don't move. Weren't Koscielny doing that? Yeah, it was Mustafi doing that. Yeah, so as much as he ain't the greatest centre-back, yeah, put a proper one next to him, and then you've got two decent centre-backs. You see what I mean? No, you've got vocal ones.
Oh, just to correct myself, because the chat room had a damn near aneurysm when I said that Fabinho was 32. He was actually 24. I was thinking of him. Apologies. I was thinking of Nzonzi.
Oh shit! Right, fucking Nzonzi, man. He was shit. He was shit at Stoke. He was shit at Blackburn. Fuck him.
I was thinking of
Nzonzi, mate. Because he scored in the Emirates Cup against us, he's fucking world class. State of Arsenal fan base, man.
Yeah,
he's shit. Seriously, he is shit.
Yeah, I think people are so desperate for a kind of a defensive midfielder that when we were linked with Nzonzi, people were like jumping on that and just saying, "Oh yeah, let's go and get him because of one good game he had against us."
Mate, his goal was fucking lucky. Did you see it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's never gonna score another one of them in his life.
I've never been convinced with him. I know we were linked with him when we played for Blackburn, and we've been linked with him for a long, long time at various different stages of his career. I've never been convinced by him. I just think he's average at best.
Listen, he's good on FIFA 18. Yeah, he's in my FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Yeah, he's good. Right, but in real life, nah. Sorry, not good enough. Yeah, ain't happening. Let's go and actually spend our proper money on a proper defensive midfielder. And there's plenty of them about. Like I said, Fabinho, he's class, man. He's a class player. Idrissa Gana Gueye knows the Premier League inside out. He's been here long enough now. Yeah. If Arsenal come calling and you're at Everton, sorry, no disrespect to Everton, but you're wanting to go at fucking Arsenal, ain't you? Let's be real.
I'm still putting Decor in there. That would be my hat in the ring.
You rate that boy, man. I'm saying that's another fucking Diame, bruv. Trust me.
I honestly, I love him. I think he's so good. So good. And wasted at Watford. Wasted. And also another hat in the ring, which I know people laughed at me when I said it last time because they thought I was trolling. If you thought I was trolling, do me a favour, pause this, go and watch Match of the Day, and specifically go and watch Burnley versus Man City. I'd buy Ben Mee as centre-back. That guy is so underrated. So underrated. When people were linking Michael Keane with Everton, I thought to myself, Everton are buying the wrong defender here. And ever since Everton bought Michael Keane, he's been shit.
Yeah,
well, that's why, because he needed Ben Mee to make him look good. I'd have him in a heartbeat. He's 25 years old. He's ready. He's ready.
Do you know who else I'd have at centre back? And this is people are going to piss themselves laughing when I say this. Yeah, Harry Maguire.
Do you know what? He's supposed to be highly rated. I'll have to confess.
Do you know what? When you look at him, right? When you look at that guy, yeah, he's like the year 11 playing against the year fucking 7s, yeah, because he just looks so off key. It is unbelievable, right? Yeah, and he goes on these mazy little runs up the pitch. Yeah, I think it was Man United. Yeah, I was sitting there watching Man United against Leicester a few weeks back. I think it was before Christmas or whatever, or over Christmas, or whatever. Yeah, and I just knew he was going to score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just knew it was going to happen. Yeah. And but you look at him and he just don't look like a footballer. Yeah, he looks more like a rugby player. Yeah, he just looks so oversized. Yeah, in his head, his arms, everything. He just looks so clumsy. Yeah, but when he's on the ball, you're like, this boy's actually a fucking player. Like, and he's good, man. He's calm. He just comes out of defence. Yeah, and yeah, he could be a shout. But I think if we was to go and buy somebody like that, we still need a worldie. Yeah, so then he could be like back up to Mustafi or back up to the worldie and rotate the three. But I don't know.
Would you have Cavani?
No.
You've changed.
No, I wouldn't.
You would have a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago, definitely. But he got linked to West Ham. That never happened. Yeah. I fucking big up West Ham fans, by the way, as well, yeah, because fucking they're about to do a madness on some mad protest or some shit, yeah. I see it the other day, yeah. Right, and fair play to them because they've been sold down the river the same as we have, mate, yeah.
They have been.
The difference is they will worse. Yeah, definitely. Like their stadium cost them £2 million a year, so where the fuck's all their money? Do you know what I mean?
Where's the money? Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, fair play to them, right? But yeah, they got linked. He got linked to West Ham, and that never went through for whatever reason. But I think that ship sailed, mate. We could have got him, should have got him 2-3 years ago. Yeah, I think there's bigger and better players out there now. Right? Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm kind of excited going into the summer, but at the same time, let's all remember Arsene Wenger's manager, man.
He's still manager, and that's the problem. And I suppose that brings me on nicely to what I was next going to talk about. I noticed it was mentioned by a couple of people on Arsenal Fan TV. It's been mentioned a lot on Twitter. But, you know, ahead of yesterday's game, there were protests. And there were protests about the club and the fact that, you know, the manager's still in charge, the owner's still in charge. And there was a big debate in particular about the timing of those protests. Where do you stand with protests in general? Because I never really hear you talk about protests, ever.
Very quickly before I start on that, can you actually see my face, or is it still my little picture?
It's still your little thing.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, because I'm actually looking at the screen. I don't know. But there we go. That's probably better looking, bruv. My little bitmoji down there in the bottom corner. But I am actually looking at the screen, so I don't know why it's doing that. But
I don't know. No
Right,
idea.
protests. Oh, God. Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Right. Yesterday, there was a protest which flopped. Literally flopped on its ass, which I knew it would, and every other person I spoke to knew it would, because it's all about timing. Yeah. If it was done last weekend, which it was originally scheduled for,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, there would have been a huge turnout, right? And then that huge turnout would have got global coverage. And then all of a sudden, Aubameyang rocks up. Ozil signs his contract. The transfer window looks good. We spent 60 mil on Aubameyang. They could then take full credit for that. Yeah. Instead, it got nudged back to this weekend, yesterday, for whatever reason that was. And nobody turned up. 20 people, whatever it was, 30, 40 people. Yeah. Now, I weren't going to turn up to it yesterday because, like I just said, it's wrong timing. If they'd done it last weekend, then I probably would have turned up. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people talk today online saying, yeah, but regardless of whether we've signed Aubameyang and whether we've signed Ozil up to a new contract and blah, 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 we're still sixth and we're 24 points or 26 points behind City. Yeah, that's great. But how are you going to go and protest when you've just done 60 mil on a fucking player? Yeah. How are you going to go and protest when you just signed up Mesut Ozil to a new contract? How are you going to go and protest? Seriously, come on, man. It's about timing. If they'd done it in December, I don't know, fucking against Newcastle when we won 1-0. Yeah. I think the next two games were away, weren't they? We had Crystal Palace and West Brom. We had Liverpool at home. We could have done it then. Then we had Crystal Palace and West Brom, yeah? Yeah, we could have done it. Could have done it before, but then away games, it's always going to be less fucking people turn up. But do you know what I mean? Like, there was better times to organise it. And, you know, it just looks stupid. And for me, like, when you've got this guy from Barcelona come in now as the sporting director of football, whatever he is, yeah? Head of fucking whatever, yeah? This guy is not a mug. Yeah, this guy was there under their best ever fucking achievements at that football club. Yeah, 15 years he was at Barcelona. He's signing Neymar. He's signing Ibra. Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's signing some fucking top draw footballers at that football club, yeah? Right? And he started work on the 1st of February or 2nd, whenever it was, yeah? After deadline day. Right, so that guy's coming in, yeah? So I'm looking at that going, okay, that guy's in. We've got Sven Mislintat coming. He's come in, he signed Mavropac, or fucking whatever his name is, the Greek boy, yeah? He signs him, right? And I'm going, yeah, that's great, but where's the world-class player? But then stepping back now, a month later, I'm like, actually, he was supposed to go out on loan straight away, and we've kept him. There's a reason we've kept him. Yeah? Sven ain't stupid. Look at the players he brought through at Dortmund. Right? Then when you look at the comments that Arsene Wenger came out with about, oh, we know every player in world football. We don't need Borussia Dortmund's fucking best scout to come and join us to know all these players in Europe. Total disregard for what Sven did with that Mavropac deal, yeah? Right? So add that to the boy from Barcelona. Add that to Sven. Add that to Aubameyang. Add that to the Deadwood going. I'm looking at it going, catalyst for change? That's happening. And whether I'm being sucked in, only time will tell on that. But I'm looking at it thinking, even Gazidis, yeah, you were a liar. That's what I thought last season. This season, it looks like he's gone, do you know what? Fuck Wenger. Fuck the director of football when Wenger went, what's the director of football? What, is he directing the traffic? Yeah? Well, now you've got a director of football. Now you've got a proper fucking chief scout and Dick Law's fucked off. Now you've got a proper fucking, like, setup. Yeah? They're pushing him out, mate. Yeah? They're getting rid of every single person who's been at that club around him for the last 20 years. Yeah. Every single one of them is gone. Yeah? Steve Rowley, the youth team coach. Yeah? He ain't gone. but he's in a completely different fucking department.
Completely different role.
Exactly, which has nothing to do with first team football. Yeah, so what they're doing is even Gazidis, right? Love him or hate him, whatever you want to say about him. I've had ups and downs with the guy in terms of where my thinking is with it. All right. When he did the AGM, I thought the geezer's chatting absolute bollocks. Right? He was, mate. He was chatting bollocks. The geezer's a lying prick, right?
Yeah.
But I think that they all expected Wenger to leave in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they all expected that. Yeah. And that's why I'm thinking like, Gazidis ain't stupid. Man's on £2 million a year. He is the CEO of Arsenal Football Club. Yeah? £2 million a year. They've all gone, Wenger's fucking stable. We can't sack him. Yeah?
Let's make life completely uncomfortable.
Yep, let's get rid of all of his fucking allies. Let's make it difficult for him to the point where he's one man standing alone. Yeah? And then go, you ain't getting a new contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to go. And it wouldn't surprise me if he left at the end of this season. Although I'm not convinced he will, but it'd be nice.
Neither am I.
But I think that there is definitely catalyst for change, which is why I think when you add that in, like what I've just said there, and then look at a protest, it's all well and good having the guy from Barca come in, the guy from Borussia come in, yeah? Right, that's great, yeah? If they had protested last week when it was announced it was going to be, like I've just said, it would have been a massive turnout because we would have been sat here going, well, we're sixth, we're out the FA Cup, yes, we're in the League Cup final, whatever, but we've only signed Mavropanos and we've signed Mkhitaryan after getting rid of our best player. Yeah? Now, fast forward to yesterday, we've got Mkhitaryan, we've got Aubameyang, we've got fucking the crowd buzzing. Ozil signed up to a new deal. Add that into these boys from Borussia Dortmund and Barca. You're looking at it from a different logic, thinking, well, actually, we're moving forward. Now all we got to do is go into the summer transfer window, do defensive work, and we're ready to go. Yeah, which is why I think it was stupid. It was stupid. And listen, I say it's stupid. Listen, I know the guy who organised that in terms of I know who he is. I don't know him, but I know who he is, yeah? Right? And fair play to him for sticking his neck on the line. Yeah, and fair play to him for organising that, but it was the wrong timing. Yeah? If you want to get something to work properly and you want it to flow and to get momentum, to get coverage, you do it when your club is at its lowest point. Yeah? Now, Arsenal's lowest point was when Alexis Sanchez got fucking given to Man United. Yeah? So that weekend, after that, I went to the Emirates. The banner was still up, Sanchez with his fucking poxy dogs. Yeah? That should have been the day everyone protested and everyone would have jumped on board and it would have got fucking traction. Instead, they missed an opportunity for whatever reason. They fucked about and moved it and 20 people turned up. So, fuck them, man. Let them crack on. Ain't nothing to do with me. I weren't going. I would have gone last week. I weren't going this week because this week, and it's not being fickle because I do want Wenger out. But why am I going to go and join a protest after we've just done 60 mil on Aubameyang, whether we're in profit or not? It don't make sense. That's like saying, I don't know, Barcelona, for example. I'll give you an example. Real Madrid. Real Madrid are third, fourth in the league, whatever it is, miles away from Barcelona. They're closer to the bottom than top, right? So their fans must be fuming. Yeah, Zidane out. Yeah, they won their last 2 games before this weekend, scoring 11 goals, right? Their fans must be fuming. But then let's say they go and buy Mbappe for 190 million, 200 million, whatever, in the summer, Right? And let's say they then go and sign Ronaldo up to another long-term contract and then Gareth Bale signs a new long-term contract. What, are their fans going to be saying Zidane out and protesting? Do you see what I'm saying? It's backwards mentality. You do it when you're at your lowest point. If Real Madrid wanted Zidane out, he would have been out by now because they would have already done it. Yeah. Same with Arsenal. If we wanted a protest to get momentum and to gain traction, it would have been done last weekend, or the weekend before, or the weekend before, or the weekend before. Not this weekend after you fucking end the transfer window with Aubameyang and Ozil signing.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I can't disagree with anything you just said. To me, the timing was just off. Like, even if it was last week, you could understand.
Well, last week's perfect, Chris, because Sanchez had gone.
Yeah.
We're at home. We're at home. The fucking dog banner's still up. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck's going on at this club? Yeah, we've just given away our best player. Yeah. We've got fucking a player who's flopped at United. And let's be real, he has flopped at United.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's going on here? Spend some money. Rah! Like, it could have gone mad. But I don't know why it got reappointed to this weekend. I don't know. I really don't know. But that was a massive opportunity last weekend. And then coming out of it, if they'd done it last weekend, they could have took so much fucking glory and gone, yeah, look, see, we forced them to go and buy Aubameyang. We forced Ozil's contract to get done. Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. I completely 100% agree. To me, when I saw the kind of messages going around about the protests and that, I thought to myself, listen, I'm all for your cause. But it doesn't make no sense that after Wenger does something completely unheard of and actually spends money, and in January, no less, what the hell am I going to a protest for? To complain that
a window he notoriously fucking condemns as well.
It made no sense. But power to those people doing it. Like you said earlier, fair play to them. But I can understand why.
Listen, if they stick to their guns, listen, I'm all for getting Wenger out. But listen, he ain't going nowhere right now. Yeah, and a lot of people that want to protest that didn't last year. Yeah, last year was the opportunity to get Wenger gone because his contract was going down to the wire. Yeah, so all these people this season that are complaining we're sick, we're shit, we're this and that. Where the fuck was everyone last year then? Where were they? Yeah, because it's all well and good going, oh yeah, fucking blah blah blah. Well, where were you last year? You had your opportunity last year, and guess what? Yeah, he's still fucking here. If 25,000 had rocked up last year, yeah, it'd be gone.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, as we kind of like go towards the end of the show, let me take a couple of questions here. I'm going to read out one from Ola just because he's got them kind of privileges.
Look at Ola getting the VIP treatment.
He's got that.
All these poor live viewers, man, that are sitting here fucking like in the chat box, and then Ola just comes in out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Ola just says, "Fuck that! I'm going to text Crit Chick and just get my question right out there." So he very nicely said, "Evening, Chick. I'm enjoying the show." Well, thank you, Ola. You know, we appreciate it.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate the love.
All the people in the chat room, ain't, because you're taking priority.
And then he went, just a question to you and Lee. I welcome both your opinions. I suspect it may be different. I suspect it may be different too. Anyway, why is Wenger giving Aubameyang, Aubameyang, let me say it properly, that's the way he put it, 90 minutes when he ain't 100%, and Lacazette gets hooked after 70 minutes when he's 100% fit? Help me understand it.
Great question.
You go first, because I think he's right. I think we may have slightly different takes.
We probably have, and that's a great question. I don't like the fact that you're jumping the queue, though, Ola, so fall back. Listen, join the chat room like the rest of the other live viewers, all right? You know I'm only playing. All right, listen, I'll tell you why he played 90 minutes, right? Yes, he's been ill, and he hasn't played, I think he's played one game of football since middle of December, whatever. Yeah, so 6 weeks, I think he's played one game. That one game was last week when he did an Oxlade-Chamberlain and just didn't bother. just turned up but didn't turn up. It was just like, yeah, I ain't getting injured. I'm going Arsenal next week, bro. What? Yeah. But I'll tell you why he played 90 minutes, right?
Oh.
Because he hasn't played any football or one game, like I've said. So he kept him on for 90 minutes to get his match fitness up. Yeah. So that going into next week or the week after for the cup final, or the week after again against City in the league. Yeah, this month's a short month, but by keeping him on, he walks off of that pitch going, "Rah, I was in the game today, 90 minutes." And then what they'll do is after the game, today, tomorrow, whenever, they'll assess him and go, "He actually came out of that game all right." Yeah, or no, he's not ready for Tottenham. Whereas if they'd hooked him off after 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, they'd never know how fit he is for the weekend game because they wouldn't have got the full 90 minute out of him. Yeah, by playing 90 minutes, they can go, yeah, he's ready. He's ready to start against Tottenham.
I kind of agree, but I've kind of got a different take on it. So, in my opinion, I'm a little surprised Lacazette didn't come on and have some sort of part in it. But
just to jump in, the only reason Lacazette never came on is because of the 2 false substitutions with Monreal and Cech.
Yeah, true. That's true. I completely forgot about those injuries. So from that respect, I believe that so in fact that even slightly changes my opinion a little. So I actually think Aubameyang may have come on if it weren't come off if it weren't for those injuries. Having said that, I do think it gave Wenger a good kind of way to look at him and his whole performance throughout the game and have a really better understanding of the player and how he integrates into the team. From my point of view, what I would have liked to have seen, and perhaps if it weren't for those injuries, we would have seen it, is maybe someone like an Ozil or even a Mkhitaryan, as well as he was doing, to come off and maybe seen a cameo where both of them play together and see if... Because I think when you're 5-1 up, you can experiment a little bit. And that would have been a good opportunity to see if they actually can play together.
Especially when you've got Tottenham in your next game as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, save the big boys. Save the big boys.
Having said that, there is no freaking way he's playing 2 up top against Tottenham. And to be honest, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Tottenham's main strength comes from, yes, Kane is world-class, don't get me wrong, but he gets fed a lot. So you need to stifle that midfield.
Stop the supply.
You can beat Tottenham. And I want us to be able to pack out that midfield. And I've got a team where I believe, in my head that is, I've got a team which I would play that would enable us to do that. Because I think, and I hope to God Xhaka does not play that game. If Xhaka plays that game, I will be very, very worried.
Sorry, breaking news, Xhaka's going to start. We already know that.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
He's got nudes on Wenger, bro.
Thinkers against Tottenham, especially... All right, I know they're not at Tottenham, but they're at Tottenham. You know, it's Wembley. And yes, we have...
Do you know what? Very quickly as well, I know I'm cutting you off again, yeah? You know, at the start of the season, everyone was going, "Oh, Spurs, they played at Wembley. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah, they're going to struggle." Yeah, do you know what? They've only lost 1 league game at Wembley this season.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say that.
I know they've drawn a few. They drew against Burnley, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, they've actually only lost 1 league game at Wembley.
Yeah.
So the Wembley jinx was a myth set up by Arsenal fans, as we all knew it was going to be. The shit team don't go shit just by changing ground.
So, I don't know. It'll be an interesting game because we do enjoy playing at Wembley. Whilst I don't think it's the be-all and end-all like a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, I do think it's a factor. I think if you have a certain amount of confidence and a certain amount of knowledge on how to play on a certain pitch, you can do well at that pitch, regardless of if it's an away ground.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think, to me, I don't mind. I do feel for Lacazette. I just want it to motivate Lacazette. I want it to light a fire in Lacazette to say, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker. I'm coming for that place. You're fitting me somewhere in this team, Arsene Wenger. And as Arsenal fans, of course, that's what we want to see. Because, listen, I'm not going to write off Lacazette now we've got Aubameyang. I don't think
trust me, a lot of Arsenal fans have. A lot of Arsenal fans have already, man.
I know they have. They have. It's like now we've got Aubameyang. They don't even remember Lacazette's first name. It's like, oh, come on, bruv. He's not a shit striker.
We've got 2 of the best strikers in Europe. We've got 2 of the best strikers in Europe in our club, mate.
Yeah. So,
but anyway, I hope Ola's fucking buzzing now we've answered this question before anybody else, just because you're a friend of
No
ours,
more
don't mean you
German
get star
issues.
treatment from now on, Ola, all right? Yeah. So next time, none of this texting Chris shit. Yeah. All right, let's go to some of the proper people's questions.
Yeah, the chat room loyalists. So this one is from 729. Do you feel that there's unity in this team now? It felt like everyone was playing for each other, and our celebrations felt like togetherness. Now, to be honest with you, I love this question, Unique, by the way. Thank you for that. I wanted to ask you something very similar, but I'm going to go with this question. And that was because I know that there's been a lot of fuss about the fact that, you know, whenever Alexis was in the team, there wasn't that togetherness, there wasn't that kind of unity. And I must admit, I did notice that with every celebration, everybody gathered together and it was very apparent.
Nah, man. Do you know what? Scapegoat. Alexis Sanchez is the scapegoat. I was at Crystal Palace, yeah, at Selhurst Park, and everyone's made a fucking big deal out of fucking Koscielny never went and celebrated. Great question, by the way, buddy. Yeah? Oh, Koscielny didn't go and celebrate. He didn't go and celebrate. Watch on Sanchez's second goal in that game. Koscielny celebrated. Yeah, do you know why? Because that was the goal that put us 3-1 up, not 2-1 up. Yeah, so it was like, yes, we can chill. We're 2 goals cleared, not 1. Yeah? Plus, not only that, he'd have to run 60 fucking yards down the pitch, yeah? And we all know Koscielny's Achilles is fucked, right? But Alexis Sanchez, the way he's been scapegoated, mate, listen, nah, man, fuck off. It's bullshit. Yeah, it is bullshit, right? I remember getting asked this question after the game against Crystal Palace at the Emirates, yeah? We looked free today. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez not there, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I went on my mad rant about Ozil leaving and blah, 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 right? Did we look fucking free and full of confidence? And did we look like free-flowing fucking all playing for the badge and for each other against Swansea on Tuesday? Did we all look like we were putting 100% effort in on Tuesday? Nah, not at all. Yeah? So it's all well and good saying, yeah, we looked great, we looked free, we looked full of confidence. Let's have it right. Everton have been pony this season. Yeah? We have whacked 10 goals past them in 2 games. Yeah? In fact, it's 10-3 on aggregate. Nearly a Bayern Munich one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? They have been poor this season, well below their fucking standard. Yeah? For the amount of money invested and the managers they've had over the season with Koeman and Allardyce, yeah? So, beating Crystal Palace and beating Everton, both at home, whilst losing away to Bournemouth and losing away to Swansea, I don't see how anyone could go, oh, yeah, well, it's because Sanchez ain't it. And then when anyone's got a comeback of, oh, yeah, well, we were shit away from home with Sanchez, yeah, at least he looked like he'd give a fuck.
Yeah. I have a slightly different take on it, and only from the sense of I don't necessarily think yesterday anything was about Alexis. I think what yesterday was about was welcoming 2 players into the team officially, if you like. So I think that's why the celebrations were very elaborate. I think they were very kind of together to show they're all united. And quite frankly, they were winning and playing well. So everyone's going to be happy when they're winning and playing well. So I don't think anything was necessarily about yesterday or there's any particularly more togetherness now than there was before. I think it's just about the fact that 2 players have come into the team and clearly the other players have welcomed them with open arms. That's it. That's
exactly. Exactly. But one thing I just want to say quickly, that's a great question from the fella as well, by the way.
Yeah. Unique to ask good questions, it does.
Right. The one thing I will say, yeah, is I know Alexis Sanchez was the go-to guy. Yeah. And I know that, right? But listen, Alexis Sanchez is a world-class footballer. He is in the top 10 players in world football, right? And people are going, oh yeah, but his mood swings, his strops, his this and that. What, you don't think Messi and Ronaldo have all these mood swings and strops?
They're some of the biggest drama queens ever.
Listen, Ibrahimovic got fucking carted off out of Barcelona because Lionel Messi didn't fucking want him there. Yeah, there's stories. You go and look at go and Google it. Yeah, some of the stories. Yeah, if you don't pass to me, I think this is one of the quotes from Messi. I can't remember whose book it was in. It was in somebody's book. Yeah, or a fucking newspaper article or whatever. If you don't give me the ball, you won't last very long at this football club, was one of the quotes out of Lionel Messi's mouth.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was to Zlatan. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Yeah? You don't pass me the ball and give me the ball. Yeah? Remember, you pass to me. Yeah? I am the best player. Shit like that. Yeah? Every top player has an elite mentality.
Mm.
Yeah? Now, Alexis Sanchez, mate, some of the stuff Arsenal fans have said about him is just scandalous, mate. Listen, this guy was our best player. Like, he's gone.
Really
It's done. It's dusted.
a big red button for you.
Yeah, but yeah, mate, listen, I just don't like the way it's fucking been handled, like with some of our fans. Listen, he's gone. Yeah, fuck him. He's gone. Yeah. Right, and I'll have a banter about it, like he bangs his dogs and all that, yeah, and like all that shit, yeah, like fucking weird fetish with fucking animals and all that, yeah, right, yeah, a fucking man can't speak English, that's because he talks to his dogs all the time, yeah, right, fucking don't speak to anyone else, right, but listen, let's have it right, yeah, he was our best player for 3 years, yeah, even in this season, where he's been fucking dog shit, he's still 1 goal behind Lacazette. 1 goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. People forget he bagged 41 assists in 3.5 years. People forget he scored 80 goals in 3.5 years. Yeah. And yes, he's a Judas, whatever you want to call him, because he's gone to United. Yeah. But come on, man. To say that we beat Palace and Everton because Sanchez weren't there. Come on, really? Yeah. We lost to Bournemouth. Fucking, yeah. Right. He got lucky. It was a shit penalty.
It was
a
shit.
But fucking,
he's never been a good penalty. I don't know why United.
Oh no, he has been a good penalty taker, just not for Arsenal. For Chile, he just goes and fucking Panenkas them down the middle, doesn't he, and wins fucking Copa Americas. But no, I'm going to shut up about him in a minute because he don't even play for us. So what's the point? Yeah, but fucking, I just don't like the way that fucking. And this comes back to what I said earlier about football fans. It's not Arsenal fans; it's football fans. Yeah, right. He goes to United, and all of a sudden, everyone's counting how many times he gives the ball away. Like, the last couple of weeks he played for Arsenal, it was, he gives the ball away. Who gives a fuck? The guy scores fucking screamers. Yeah, the guy scores winning goals. Yeah, the guy is a fucking genius of a footballer. Yeah, regardless of whether he's gone to United for money or whether he's gone to United for whatever. Who gives a fuck? He don't play for Arsenal anymore. Deal with it. Get over it. I loved him for 3.5 years. It's done. We've now got new heroes to worship. So let's not sit here and go, I'd rather Spurs fucking win so that we can laugh at Alexis, which is what I was seeing all week. Yeah. Arsenal fans saying, yes, Tottenham has scored. Like, so they could laugh at Sanchez. Like, are you really an Arsenal fan? Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing. Anyway, fuck him, dog shagging prick.
Oh, shit. Okay, so 3 more questions. I've got one from Charlie Jenkins.
Yep.
I'm going to let you answer this because I think most people know my answer to the first one, but I'm going to also contribute to the second one. And that is, so you've kind of done a 2-in-1, a little bit cheeky, but I'll give it to him. Do you think that Iwobi has long-term potential? And do you think that Welbeck will go in the summer? Not whether you would sell Welbeck. Do you think Welbeck will go in the summer?
So the first part of that question was about Iwobi, yeah? Good question, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do think Iwobi has something about him. And I don't think he's as shit as half of our fan base make out. Whether his future's at Arsenal or not remains to be seen because I don't know. Like I said yesterday, I thought he was brilliant first half. That was the best he's played all season. But I don't know. I don't think he's another one that, for me, I think he's a little Wenger pet. Yeah, he's like a little pet project. And Wenger has these little favourites over the years with the likes of Ramsey, etc., Giroud and all that bollocks, right? But I don't know. I think for him personally, he should move. He should ask for a move, whether that be on loan or whether that be permanent, I don't know. But if he wants to achieve anything in his life in terms of football career, I don't think he can do it at Arsenal because I think there's better players there currently that occupy them positions. Mkhitaryan, Ozil, let's have it right. He's an attacking midfielder. He's not a left or right winger. He's not a striker. He's not a right back, left back, whatever. He's a central attacking midfielder. Well, we've got Ozil there, and Ozil's better than him.
Yeah. It might surprise some people when I say this. I 100% agree with you. I think he has long-term potential and is going to prove a lot of motherfuckers wrong. But I ain't going to be at Arsenal. I think there's too much of a stink on him. What I realised was yesterday showed me that if this motherfucker's still getting abused after having a good game, he hasn't killed anybody, he hasn't, molested anybody, he hasn't done anything so bad where you think, okay, fuck it, he deserves this abuse. He's a 21-year-old player who, yes, is impetuous and, yes, frustratingly gives the ball away in the most dumbest of positions. But when he's still not getting credit for turning out good performances, that tells me that his long-term future is not at Arsenal. It's going to end in a bit of an Iwobi type of fashion, whereby he may have a bad performance, gets booed off the pitch so badly that the manager thinks, fuck, I'm going to have to take him off the pitch. And that's
you mean Abue, you mean?
Oh, I loved him. You can't talk to me about Abue. I loved him.
I'm getting booed off. But yeah, coming on to Welbeck. Yeah, Welbeck should never have been signed by Arsene Wenger or Arsenal Football Club in the fucking first place.
I must admit, I don't.
Yeah, for me, his level was Sunderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about Sunderland in the Premier League. I'm talking about Sunderland in the fucking Championship because he is shit. Listen, yeah. Do you know what he reminds me of? Yeah. Go. If anyone's got a dog, the animal, obviously, yeah. Don't do what Alexis does with dogs, right? Right. But go and blow up a balloon and throw a balloon in a room with a dog. That is Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck chasing a fucking balloon around. Yeah, that is Danny Welbeck. The geezer is fucking pony. I've said it since day one. I said it when we panic brought him. Do you know how we signed this motherfucker? Yeah, we signed this motherfucker because England were training at Colney, yeah, on deadline day, whilst Wenger was fucking refereeing a game at the Vatican, yeah. And then we were like, oh shit, we need a striker. Oh, Danny Welbeck could do. Yeah? And that's how we signed him. Do you know what I mean? It's bullshit. He shouldn't be here. Listen, I don't wish him any injuries like he's had, yeah? Right, he's had 2 horrific injuries. But he ain't good enough. He is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. So for me, he's got to be flogged. And his level is Championship because he ain't good enough.
Yeah, so, I must admit, I've been one who's defended Welbeck even to Lee. Even privately to me, saying that, I think he works hard, he does this, he does that. I've given up. I'm off the bandwagon for Welbeck.
Chris, he's a striker. His job's to score goals. Go and look at his record. Emil Heskey's got a better goal scoring record.
He's useless. When he comes on the pitch, no one ever thinks to himself, "Oh yeah, Welbeck's coming on."
Even Torres at Chelsea's got a better goal scoring record than Danny Welbeck at Arsenal.
He does. Whereas now we're in a situation where we can bring on Lacazette and think, okay, he plays a little bit differently. Maybe he might be able to score a goal. He brings on a certain amount of fear factor. Who the hell is fearing Danny Welbeck? I mean, let's just be honest here. You're a central defender. You fearing that? Really? Nope. He can run a bit. That's about it. So anyway,
maybe it'd be good at fucking wingback.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
He ain't no good going forward, but he's got the fucking physique and the fucking pace and the power.
Yeah.
But he ain't a striker. Yeah. Mate, man couldn't score in a brothel, bruv.
Monreal is a better finisher than him. Let's just be real here.
Wait, Monreal's our best striker at the minute. Fucking stick my man up front.
All right, so this is from Gunner Michael. Hey, Chris, what do you think about Arsenal being linked with Lochim Low for our next manager? I'm going to go with you on that one. 'Cause
Let's hope man's got bacterial wipes for his dirty fingers. Fucking sticking his hand down his pants and sniffing his fingers, dirty prick. You know what I mean? Yeah, but then we're all sitting here pretending we've never done it ourselves.
God, I ain't done that.
Oh, come on, don't lie, man. You're either
Don't
lying.
try it. Don't even try it. Don't try it.
Now, listen, he's a good international football manager, but he has got a fucking good squad of players, which include the main man, the fucking best number 10 in the world, who he don't play at number 10.
Nope.
Because he plays Muller there.
Yep.
He plays him left wing.
Yep.
And he's given him number 8. Yeah, go out on the left wing. Fuck off over there. But
there is a touch of Wenger about Lo Celebalo. I'm not a fan. I'll be honest. I'm not. I'm just.
I'll be honest. For me, it don't get me hyped.
No.
Yeah, I think there's bigger and better. I think Ancelotti's sat at home, who lives in London.
Who wants the job? He's come out and said he wants the job.
Yeah, who wants a job? Who gets it? He's won trophies in every country he's been in, including the big one with the big ears.
Yep.
He's won that a few times. So yeah, I think he was unfairly sacked at Chelsea, and I think he's better than Lowe. Although saying that, Lowe's not shit. Yeah, he's not a shit manager. And he's won a World Cup. So to have that on your CV is fucking epic, isn't it? Let's be real, right?
But that's the thing. And Mujib Ahmed, who is a regular commenter,
yes, his comments on my videos too. Good evening.
Yeah. And he said what I thought of already, and that was he's never done it at club level. However,
he hasn't.
Never done it at club level.
He hasn't, but neither had Wenger.
True. But do you want another Wenger? This is what I'm trying to say.
No, but listen, Mr. Bean's fucked, mate. Yeah, Wenger's gone soon. Yeah, listen, I'll take Mr. Blobby over fucking Mr. Bean right now. I would. Listen, I'd take myself. I'd take myself over fucking Wenger right now. Any single person in the comments section, I'll take over Wenger because he's finished.
Who would you rather have, Ancelotti or Simeone? Out of interest,
Ancelotti.
Really?
I've both of them are top draw. Yeah, both of them, right? And what Simeone has done at Atletico Madrid to like compete with two fucking powerhouses of football, yeah, it's nothing short of a fucking miracle. But yeah, for me, I'd go with Ancelotti based on the fact that he's managed in 3 different countries. He's won trophies in all of them. He's won the biggest trophy, the Champions League. Yeah, for 3 different football clubs? Yeah? Nah, all day long. And I actually wanted Ancelotti before he went to Bayern Munich. That was my first pick. And then he went to Bayern Munich. Yeah, and it's scandalous how he ain't got a job, mate. He sat at home and our football club's going to pot. Yeah, and he sat at home like twiddling his thumbs waiting for somebody to get sacked. Do you know what I mean? But I think he's going to take Chelsea job, mate. He's got unfinished business there. They potted him 6 months after he'd done a double. Yeah, and if you ask any Chelsea fan, like they loved him. Yeah, and they all thought he got unfairly sacked. Yeah, every Chelsea fan I know a fucking lot of them. Yeah, they all love him. But for me, Ancelotti is my first pick still now, and has been for 4 years. But Simeone, I think he'd scare the shit out of half of our fucking squad. He'd have them gripped up against the fucking wall, like, do you know what I mean? Can you imagine Bellerin fucking hell? Jesus Christ. He'd have a fucking skinhead after a fucking week of Simeone being there.
Oh, yes.
He'd walk in that changing room, he'd grip Bellerin up and go, right, delete Instagram.
I think he'd rub Ozil up the wrong way, though. I think so.
I think he probably would. Although saying that, Ozil looks like he's bulked up a bit this season.
He does.
He's doing the donkey work this season. So, mate, yeah, I don't know. Fucking Ancelotti, mate. Listen, we've missed the boat on so many managers over the years, yeah? Klopp, Pep, Conte, Ancelotti, fucking... The list goes on. Do you know what I mean? Fucking... But I think our board ain't stupid now. I think Gazidis is starting to see it. I think the guy from Barca coming in, I think with Sven being there as well now, I think we're looking good for the future, but only time will tell. And once Wenger does finally fuck off, yeah, we will then finally find out whether it was Wenger holding us back or whether it was Stan Kroenke holding us back. Because everyone aims their anger at Stan Kroenke to deflect away from Wenger. Well, he's sanctioned 60 million quid for fucking Aubameyang, and he's sanctioned 350 bags a week for Ozil. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, everyone, you can say what you want about Stan Kroenke. Yeah, he sanctioned the deals, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Anyway, ask me some more questions.
Yeah, man. I've got two more. One specifically asked to you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you ask this. This is from, gosh, it's gonna test my eyesight. K1003944. What a name. He went, hey, what do you think convinced Ozil to sign and perform better? Now I can see why that was asked to you.
Oh, fucking hell. Man's gone straight for the jugular.
Yeah.
Great question. Evening, by the way. Thanks for watching, mate. Wow. I don't know. I think if I'm being completely honest, I think that he was waiting to see what Sanchez was doing.
Okay.
And I think that once Sanchez decided to fuck off, I think that meant that he could command more money weekly or monthly, however they get paid. I think it's monthly they get paid. Despite it being reported that they get paid weekly, it's actually monthly. But yeah, I think he was just sitting back in the background saying the right things, like blah, blah, blah. And as soon as Sanchez fucked off, I think he thought, Jesus, look at that hate. And I don't think that was his deciding factor, because obviously he's bought a new house in London. He's engaged to Miss Turkey or whatever it is. But I think that he played a clever game. And I personally thought he was playing the game to get out.
Yeah.
But now it's happened and he's signed.
It's game to get more money.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it is. Let's be real. Yeah. If fucking, I don't know, let's say Barcelona had offered... The way I look at it, right, is Barcelona spent £145 million on Coutinho. Yeah? Why didn't they bid for Ozil? Because Ozil's better than Coutinho. Miles better than Coutinho. They spent 145 mil on Coutinho, who, in my opinion, ain't all that. Yeah. So I don't know. I think he's happy. I think he's settled. You know, he's obviously engaged. He lives in London. He's happy in London. London's the best city in the world. And I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he's thought, wow, Aubameyang coming in, Mkhitaryan. They've offered me 350 bags a week. Wenger's fucking off in the summer. Lowe's coming in. We don't know, do we? We're not privy to that conversation. But I don't know. I just think that he deliberately waited until Sanchez decided what he was doing. Because it seems a little bit ironic how fucking Sanchez leaves and within a week and a half or a week or whatever it was, bang, signed a new deal. So I don't know. But as soon as I speak about Ozil, I get hate. So whether I'm praising him or not praising him, but that's my opinion. I think he waited just to see what Sanchez was doing before deciding, fuck it, I'll stay. Add into the fact as well, lastly on it as well, is that, you know, I've seen people say that Man United and PSG came in for him. No, they never. Nobody came in for him. The only club that came in for him was fucking Fenerbahce, I think. And that was in the summer. Yeah, so, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Listen, I'm happy he's signed. I'm buzzing he's signed. Yeah, he's played this season how I thought he was going to play from day one when we signed him, because that's the player we've got this season is what I thought we'd signed. Yeah, so if he continues that for the next 3.5 years, then yeah, we've got a good player, man.
I think this is a really good question, just because I think it's interesting. And this is from Al Ramsey. And he said, what do you guys think about trying Kolasinac as DM for the time being? Obviously, we need a DM, and that could be a short-term solution.
Good question. Thanks for watching, mate. I've seen a lot of people say this, to be honest. I can't see it. I really can't. Yes, he's got the build. He's a big lump. He's a beast. But there's a reason he was in the team of the year for German League, Bundesliga, yeah? There's a reason for that. And that's because he was a fucking good left back. Yeah. Right? Now, like I've said earlier in this show, the Premier League's a different animal, man. It's a different beast. Like it's so much quicker. It's more physical. You can get away with fucking siving people out. And like Germany, you touch people, it's a foul. Right? But for me, I think that Arsene Wenger don't really want to fucking play him there because he thinks Monreal's better. And let's be real, Monreal smashed it the last couple of months. But then rewind to the beginning of the season, Kolasinac was doing well at left wing back. Yeah, and he hit the ground running. He scored a few goals. He was setting up goals. But for whatever I think he went off injured in one particular game. And then he was benched here and benched there. He was benched at Liverpool. And I don't think Wenger really knows what to do with him. I think Wenger don't really know what formation he wants to go with to get the best out of him, whether it be a 4, whether it be a 5. But I must admit, I don't really watch German football, so I don't know whether he got in team of the year for being in a 4 at the back or whether it was a 5 at the back. Do you know what I mean? I don't watch German league. Yeah,
I get the impression it was a 4 at the back he played in.
Well, every time I've watched the German league, one thing I will say is their fucking fans are unreal, mate. Every single stadium's decked out and they're fucking on it, yeah? And, like, I don't know, but if he played at a 4 at the back for Schalke, yeah, then why can't he play at 4 at the back for us?
For Arsenal, exactly.
Yeah,
he doesn't fancy him. I think the rumours are that defensively, Wenger's not happy with him defensively. And to be fair, when Everton scored their goal yesterday, you could argue that was Kolasinac's fault.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But at the same time, this has another Oxlade-Chamberlain written all over it.
Yeah, it does.
Me. Yeah,
it does.
Buy him in. Great prospect. Smashed it previously. Buy him in. Unsure about what position he plays in. Play him here, there, and everywhere. Bench him. Don't bench him. Bench him after playing well, and then go, oh fuck. He's wasted 6 years, 7 years, whatever it is at the club. Yeah, we'll sell him. Yeah, mate, if he played for Man City or he played for Man United or Chelsea or even Tottenham, yeah, they would play him at left back. Yeah, the guy's got the build. He's got quite good pace. He's not the quickest, but he's got quite good pace. Yeah, and he ain't great defensive. I wouldn't say he's a great defender. Yeah, from what I've seen of him this season. But what I will say is he don't shirk a fucking tackle. Yeah, and more often than not, yeah, he's in the right position to win the ball. Yeah, it's not often he's out of position unless he's well up the pitch and he's just whipped one in and been wiped out and hit the ad boards and then they're breaking. Yeah, but I just think it's another one that Wenger's going to ruin, mate. I mean, you've only got to look at Lacazette. Lacazette scored fucking how many goals last season? We don't even supply the geezer, mate. So, you know, I can't wait till Wenger leaves, bruv. Seriously, we've got a good squad there, man, and he's part of that. Yeah, I think Kolasinac, like I said, you can't drop Monreal at the minute because he is fucking on it at the minute. Yeah. But for me, he's a left back, not a defensive midfielder. I'd rather play Maitland-Niles there than play Kolasinac because Maitland-Niles is natural in that position. And this is one thing I've always had a gripe with Wenger about is playing players out of position because it's not natural. Reece Nelson's another one. Yeah, Reece Nelson's not a right wing back. So when people are getting the arse with him in Europa League when he's giving the ball away, he ain't a right wing back. He's a fucking central attacking midfielder. Yeah. Yeah, just because he's quick and because he's got skill, don't mean he can play at right back or right wing back. Yeah. play players in their right positions, we win 5-1. Look at yesterday.
Mm.
Everyone was in their right position. So yeah, for me, Kolasinac, nah, man, left back. Good question, though. One more, come on, give me two more. Two more and I'm going.
Two more, all right.
Two more and I'm going.
Question time. I have to admit, while we just wait for them to flood the chat room again, questions have been on point this evening. I want to thank everybody.
The content is decent.
Us. Do crush that like button while you're here. Hit that subscribe button. And also give Gunnerbang a follow. Like you're not already subscribed to that thing anyway.
Well, if they ain't, they're fucking doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Go and follow. Go and give Gunnerbang a follow. And if you're wondering what is Lee's Twitter, what is all those handles, give me a minute and I'll put all that information in the description below as soon as we've wrapped up. Okay, so this is from Roy the Boy. What do you think? Oh, Roy the Boy, we've addressed this question earlier on in the show. The question's about Alexis Sanchez and if he feels that Sanchez is playing more. We're playing more freely without Sanchez. Go check out the show earlier. You'll see we've answered this question. But thank you for the question anyway. Somebody's asked us a question about the Super Bowl really quickly. I can't imagine you watching NFL. But if you do, who have you got in the Super Bowl? The Philadelphia Eagles or the Patriots?
I must admit, I've never watched Super Bowl. do you know why? Because firstly, the ball's shaped the wrong fucking... It's not the right shape. Yeah. Secondly, it's not fucking football. Yeah, because they're using their hands. Right? Thirdly, fuck me, you need to take a whole week off work to watch that shit for one game. Like, really? Come on, man. It should be 90 minutes, not fucking 990 minutes. Yeah, fucking hell. And not only that, add into that, yeah, they're all wearing these fucking body armor shit. Fuck that shit. Listen, fair play to anyone who watches that. I'm not disrespecting it. Yeah, well, I am. But I'm not disrespecting American. I'm not disrespecting American sports and all that. But it's not football. Yeah, it's definitely not football. Yeah, because the ball's the same shape as a rugby ball. Yeah, it's not a football, right? And it takes 600 hours to watch a fucking game. I'm sorry, no, not for me. Not for me. But fair play to anyone who can sit there and take that at 4 a.m. in England. Yeah, because that's what time they fucking show it over here. Yeah.
For real. For me, the Eagles. I will always support anyone other than Crystal Palace called Eagles. I'm a super Eagle, even though we just lost 4-0 in the African Nations final, literally just this second. But we had none of our big guns in there, so I'm all right with that.
You sound like fucking Wenger. We were mentally jaded and fuck off.
As soon as he starts doing that shit, I tell you, I turn that shit off.
No, do you know what? I have to watch his fucking interviews though to get team news.
I know you do. You're better than me, bruv. I ignore that shit. Because
but you know what? They sit there asking him so many fucking... He must sit there and go, I've answered this question for 21 fucking years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if I was sitting in front of him, I'd go, right, okay, so you made £20 million profit in the last 2 transfer windows. What makes you think you're moving forward?
Well,
yeah. Well, look. As soon as he starts the sentence with "look," you know he's pissed off. Yeah.
He's getting antsy.
Yeah. And when he gives it the "why do you look at me?" Because it's your fucking press conference, you dickhead. Yeah. Fucking hell, mate. Seriously, I'd rip it. I'd either be nicked, yeah, right, or fucking Jack, right, because I would destroy him in a press conference. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, but you ain't answered the question.
Oh,
yeah? It's all well and good laying on tea and biscuits and all that bollocks. Yeah, answer the fucking question. Yeah, the only one who actually
questions and then they say, "Well, why are you looking at me?" And Lee would just be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I'm like, "What do you mean, who the fuck am I? Why do I look at you? It's your fucking interview, dickhead." Yeah, Do you know what, right? The only fair play to the only fucking journalist out there, right, that sticks it on him time after time again, and that is Henry Winter. Henry Winter.
Oh, Henry Winter.
Okay. He fucking knows the crack. Yeah, he is the only journalist I listen to. Yeah, the rest of them are just dickheads. They'll go yes, Arson, no Arson. Yes, they'll go yeah. Can I have some more tea? Fuck off. Oh, can I have some more bourbons? Fucking pricks. Fucking John Cross. Seriously, mate. Oh my God, some of the shit that geezer comes out with. Yeah, my missus could make up better transfer stories, and she don't even like football. But anyway, go on. Go with the last question, man.
Last question. This is from Old Trafford Champions section. If Arsenal
that geezer's that geezer's sound, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's a good geezer. You know one of them. You know what I like, right? Without John. What's his name? John Silver. Old Trafford Champions section. Unique 79. These are all guys that have listened to me for a long time, right?
Loyal, man, and always back the thing. They always back us up. Yeah, even on Twitter. This guy that's just commented here, yeah, backs me every day of the week on Twitter. It's a fucking fair play.
Don't talk a lot of shit. Don't troll. Even if they disagree with what they're saying, they don't necessarily say anything.
Exactly.
Like not people that go out of their way because they just want to antagonize you for no apparent.
Do you know what it is though, Chris? Right, the bigger you get as a channel, yeah. What I found, right, is the bigger that you get as a channel, yeah, you get more dickheads.
Yeah.
that are commenting just to get a rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get a rise. But listen, I'm way too busy to fucking sit there giving a fuck about one dickhead when there's 101 other people that are giving me love. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? Fuck them. Anyway, give me the question, man. Let's go.
Yeah. So, if Arsenal could bring back one defender to save our defence, who would it be? Frank McClintock, Pat Rice, Martin Keown, or I'll tell you now, it ain't going to be Kolo Touré, but Kolo Touré.
Yeah, Kolo. Go on, give me the options.
All right, just say it. Frank McClintock, Pat Rice, Martin Keown, or Kolo Touré.
None of them.
None of them.
None of them. None of them. Although saying that, the best one out of all of them was Frank McClintock.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Martin Keown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kolo Touré was underrated. Massively underrated. Yeah, put Kolo Touré in our defence.
I will say that.
You put Kolo Touré in our defence now, we're 10 times better. Whether it be Shelny or Mustafi, either one of them, he was a fucking good player. I agree with that too. Yeah. But he ain't as good as Martin Keown or Frank McClintock. But if I could bring back one defender, it'd be Tony Adams, man.
Tony Adams.
Mr. Arsenal. Yeah, Mr. Arsenal. But yeah, out of them four that he gave, Frank McClintock. Because the guy was just... I wasn't privileged enough to live in that era. Yeah, because I ain't that old. Yeah, despite people thinking I'm a teenager, I am quite old, but I ain't that old. I weren't born in the 60s or 70s to see him actually live in the flesh, but I've seen footage and I know the history, and from what other people have told me as well, yeah, he was no frills, man. It was defend. Like your first thinking is clear the fucking ball. You ain't scoring against me today. Yeah, whereas now the defenders nowadays in modern football, it's like, oh, let's bring it down, let's do a Cruyff turn, let's fucking, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all about passing out from the back. Yeah, fuck that. Hoof it, have it. Yeah, but yeah, that'd be my pick out of them four. That's a great question, but for me overall, expanding the question, I'd pick Tony Adams all day long, mate. That guy. Whenever I watch anything with him in it, and I see something, I sit there and I'm like welling up, man. I just love the guy so much. Yeah, that guy is just so fucking Arsenal. It is unreal. And any Arsenal fan that mugs that geezer off just needs to fuck off, man. Like when he was doing that little jig at Granada and all that, yeah. Like, and people were taking the piss out of him, and people say he's an alcoholic. Fuck off, man. Yeah, that geezer was fucking better than any centre back we've had for fucking years, even when he was smashed off his face. So yeah. There we go.
Right. Well, thank you very much for everyone that's watched us this evening. Really do appreciate it. As I've said several times, absolutely drop kick the shit out of that like button. I appreciate it every time you guys give me and Lee a watch. We're going to show it a couple of weeks, but we figured we'd give you a little 2-hour extravaganza when we actually did something positive. We won, performed well.
Yeah, see, everyone says we're negative, Chris. We're negative. All these podcasts are negative, yeah?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you can't. No one can ever say we only do podcasts whenever Arsenal lose. So I'm glad we managed to dispel that myth. Lee, while I've got you on here, do you want to just give everybody information about where they can find you and follow you if they need to?
They're not getting my fucking house address, bro. Fucking.
Well, preferably not. Preferably not.
Oh man, there's a queue of 1 million haters waiting for that shit. Join the queue, single file. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Seriously, I know I waffle on and I know I fucking go off on one and like go off topic. So, yeah, cool, nice one. Thanks for all the fucking love and all that as well. Appreciate it. But if you want to fucking listen to my ramblings, you can find me on Gunnerbang on YouTube, and you can find me on Lee Gunner82 on Instagram and Lee Gunner82 on Twitter. If you have an egg as a profile picture, don't even bother, because I don't let anyone, because I'm private for a reason. So if you've got a profile picture on Twitter, then cool. Yeah, if not, you ain't getting accepted. So I'm not being like a wanker or anything like that. It's just how I roll. So yeah, there we go.
Right, and obviously, if you're listening to me for the first time, hit that subscribe button, crush that like button, hit that notification bell. Trying to give you guys as much material as possible. So that's the aim of this. And also, if you're on Twitter, do follow me at Colossal Chig. That's CHIG. All the information that me and Lee have just said will be in the description in about 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're listening to me live, give me 10 minutes and hopefully that information should be there. Alternatively, if you are watching this on a playback, just look below. It should be already there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. And hopefully we'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Peace. And Lee?
Wenger the fuck out.
There you go.